backstage on the dirtiest player in the game.
I'm gonna tear Ric Flair, brother. Swim from the making war. WrestleMania will be immortal and it will live forever.
Halloween Havoc is on the air! Live from the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, jam-packed to the rafters as the two greatest superstars professional wrestling has ever known and ever will know. Put it all on the line tonight. Hi everyone, it's Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Mean Gene Okerlund. And gentlemen, this is the night on October 23rd, 1994 that we've all been waiting for.
You know, Tony, I discussed this subject with both you and Bobby in the past week, and this is history into making a lot of history, Brain.
Well, there's a lot of history in Detroit. Think about it this way. Probably the greatest music in the world, Motown, came out of Detroit. The last 30-game winner was Denny McLain with the Detroit Tigers. You remember the great fights with Gordie Howe, the hockey player, Big Bob Lanier from the Detroit Pistons. How about the great wrestling matches, the Sheik, Bobo Brazil? How about Dick the Bruiser against Alex Karras, who used to play for the Detroit Pussycats? Just think of the history here in this city. Well, that's all going to be forgotten.
Right next door here at Cobo Hall, they put the pipe to Nancy Kerrigan.
Yeah, they took her knees out right now, about 50 feet from here. Well, that's all going to go down the toilet. That's all going to be forgotten. The only thing they're going to remember is Hulkamania stops tonight here in Joe Louis Arena.
Heenan, you wouldn't want to make a bet on that, would you?
If I was a betting man, I'd take Hogan with me right now to Vegas and become a billionaire. He's got that kind of luck. But I'd rather go down the road with Ric Flair because I'd have a better time. Flair, you're always going to be my champion.
Good luck on that insurance.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
All right, we have the 900 number up and running the entire night. You're backstage fast, Gene.
By the way, first guest on the 900 number right now is Sting. You know, we had some questions about Sting. Why wasn't he at Halloween Havoc? Well, I'm sure that Chris Cruz and Mike today are going to ask Sting that very question right now backstage at 1-900-909-9900. $1.49 for the first minute and 99 cents for every minute thereafter. It is your total backstage pass, the WCW hotline.
All right, we ask all of our fans here in the Joe Louis Arena to please rise. And our fans across the world on pay-per-view, T. Graham Brown sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, the first contest live from Detroit, Michigan of Halloween Havoc. It is for the WCW World Television Championship. It is set for one fall. Introducing first, the challenger from Hunkyland, USA, weighing 245 pounds, the Honky Tonk Man.
All right, the Honky Tonk Man making his way to the ring, and that's someone who can't sing and who can't play the guitar like the Honky Tonk Man.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, you sure do.
You go tell the Honky Tonk Man he can't sing. I bet you Barry Gordy's here right now gonna sign him to a big contract. He's hot.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in this contest for the World Television Championship, he's from Macon, Georgia. He weighs 235 pounds, and he is the World Television Champion, Johnny B. Bad.
My goodness, he's got fangs on for Halloween Havoc. The television champion of the world, Johnny B. Bad. In our opening bout, one fall, a 10-minute time limit for the television title of the world.
Those are either fangs or he's got Leon Spinks's teeth in his mouth.
I think it's fangs. You're too much. Capacity crown on hand for the biggest night in our sport. Halloween Havoc. Good to have you with us. Wherever you are, watching our telecast only on pay-per-view. Tell you what, Bad and Honky Tonk Man for the first time ever. Johnny B. Bad, who won the television title back at our last pay-per-view, Fall Brawl in Roanoke, Virginia on September 18th, defeating Lord Steven Regal in his first major title defense against a veteran like the Honky Tonk Man. And who's going to get the Bad Blaster?
Who cares? What a show-off. What an impersonator.
It's confetti and streamers everywhere. Halloween Havoc is off and running. And the Honky Tonk Man, I think, did the right thing. He let Johnny B. Bad have his fun in the ring, and he just calmly remained on the outside.
Oh, he's got a game plan.
Oh, he's got another one.
Oh, a doubleheader here in Motown. Pal, that's not dandruff. Don't you wish? First of all, you got to have hair to have dandruff. Don't believe me, ask Okerlund.
All right, the Honky Tonk Man, the man who uses the swinging neck breaker or the shake, rattle, and roll. You'll know he'll try to put that on Johnny B. Bad to secure a win. And Johnny B. Bad, of course, a man who has a variety of moves. Wait a minute. The Honky Tonk Man has said, I need a belt, and already he's yanked one away.
Well, he's promised Peggy Sue, he's promised Priscilla, he's promised a lot of people. He's got to have a belt, and that's what he wants right there. WCW Television Championship.
Talking about the moves, and Johnny B. Bad, of course, has the Tutti Frutti, the kiss that don't miss, that knockout punch of his. And he also has a new move called a Bad Day.
Yeah, he punches you in the mouth is what he does.
No, he's got that new move, a Bad Day, which is like a victory roll from the top turnbuckle that he uses.
I don't even want to think of that in the condition my neck's in.
No question, two of the most flamboyant superstars in our sport to kick off things at Halloween Havoc. Immediately, the Honky Tonk Man trying to slow things down as he ducks to the ropes that time.
Look at Honky. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, there's no question about that.
He's setting the pace. He's going to slow it down. He's not going to have Johnny B. Bad wrestle his kind of a match. No, we're going to see a little bit of Jailhouse Rock. We're going to Heartbreak Hotel. We're going to slap on some blue suede shoes tonight.
Reversal of full arm drag and twist, and Bad now focusing on the arm of the Honky Tonk Man, who quickly goes to the ropes. So Honky Tonk Man with a game plan earlier in this bout now to try to thwart any type of momentum Johnny B. Bad would have by going to the ropes, which you may not like it, but it may be pretty good strategy.
Well, what about when the quarterback gets the ball and everybody's coming after him, he runs to the sidelines? They say, what a great move that was. What an intelligent man he is. Now, a wrestler does it, they say, oh, he's a coward. He's a chicken. See, people don't understand. People shoot their mouth off. They don't understand.
A pickup and atomic drop from Johnny B. Bad. Bad to the sideburns in the hair of the Honky Tonk Man. Oh, he mussed up the hair of the Honky Tonk Man. Blocked it, and a right hand sent the Honky Tonk Man on the outside. Now, fans,
We told you, Tom, the telecast, that your backstage dash is the WCW Wrestling Hotline. Right now, if you call, you can hear Sting as Mike Tenay is talking to Sting. So give Sting a call right now. He'll tell you his thoughts. Sting, of course, not competing in tonight's Halloween Havoc, but his close friend Hulk Hogan, he has some thoughts on Hogan's career and Flair's career. You can call the hotline right now.
Who is that with Sting?
Mike Tenay.
You sure it's not Wink Martindale?
Head first. No one is safe from you, are they?
No.
Snapmare takeover.
You have butterflies in your stomach. Are your palms sweaty?
Yeah.
I mean, you feel something different tonight, Schiavone.
There's no question about it. This is the night we've all been waiting for.
I mean, I've been in this great sport since the mid-'60s. And I'll tell you something. I've been in big matches. I've been in cage matches. I've been all over the world. I've never felt anything like I do tonight. It's a match I don't want to see. It's really a match I don't want to see. Hogan
The match you don't want to see. It's the match the world wants to see. Finally, to sell it all. Uppercut, and look at Johnny B. Bad fire back on the Honky Tonk Man. But the Honky Tonk Man lured him into a corner. Nicely done by the veteran that time. And a series of knees to the sternum that time has shaken now. Johnny B. Bad, oh my goodness.
He's got him, he's got him. The double hitchhike.
The Honky Tonk Man with that double hitchhike. And this may be a mistake. He went for the double hitchhike and then for the double axe handle to the gut and hasn't tried to make a cover.
I asked Honky earlier, I said, what do you think you're going to do when you get in the ring? He says, don't worry, brother, I'm in control. You know, and like I said earlier on TBS, I got here earlier today to talk to Flair. I saw him about 2 or 3 hours ago. I said, Rick, I want to wish you the best. Good luck. I know you don't need it, but I'm in your corner. He looked right through me, stared right through me, never saw me, never heard me. You don't think he's focused? Believe me, I've never seen a Ric Flair like this. Did you get a chance to talk to Hogan today?
As a matter of fact, I wanted to, but you couldn't get to him today. I mean, the door to his dressing room was shut. No one was allowed in. It's a very different atmosphere in the back for this one big event. Truly the most important event in professional wrestling history and in pay-per-view television.
You think Muhammad Ali ever wanted to do that? Throw a couple good rights, a couple good lefts, and then pick up Joe Frazier and slam him? Maybe give him the swinging neck breaker? I think he did.
There's the greatest right at ringside, Muhammad Ali. Now the chokehold right in front of the greatest from the Honky Tonk Man on Johnny B. Bad.
Well, like Muhammad Ali used to say, I am the greatest. I am the greatest.
And he was, and he is.
Well, he's going to see Ric Flair in a couple hours be the greatest and beat.
Sunset flip, two. We got a 2 count. Whoa, my. The double axe handle gave him an opening, but look at this. Back and forth they go.
Honky's not backing off. He's staying right with him.
Get off that hair.
I smell a title change. Or is that you?
It's not me.
5 minutes gone by. There are 5 minutes remaining to time limit. 5 minutes remain to time limit.
Halfway through this 10-minute time limit for the television title. And right now, Honky Tonk Man pretty content, Brain, to just hang on and drive Johnny B. Bad down to the mat.
But Honky's got to realize, look at that,
Capacity crowd on hand. The home of the Detroit Red Wings, at least when they're playing. To the gut now, a pickup. Johnny B. Bad mounting a comeback. He's got a second one. Showing his strength and missing a spinning elbow drop.
Boy, if he'd have caught him with that elbow, he'd have beat him.
But Bad is down for 2. That's Honky Tonk Man covered, and now reverse chinlock applied.
That outfit Johnny B. Bad has on, I knew a dancer used to have an outfit like
4
that.
minutes remain to time limit. 4
Oh
minutes.
yeah, you want to divulge that?
What do you mean? Her name was Kitty Litter. You wouldn't know it.
I shouldn't have asked. Shut up! Reverse chinlock now. Bad trying to get up off the mat as you take a good look at the challenger, the Honky Tonk Man.
And I hope Honky Tonk realizes that a television title match is a 10-minute match. I hope you don't think he's got all night. Here we go!
Shake, rattle, and roll!
He's got him!
He's got him where he wants him! He wasted too much time! And Bad with a back body Body drop escapes the potential shake, rattle, and roll. Oh, to the gut he goes with the right hand. And an uppercut.
Oh, you got him right in the jukebox.
Johnny B. Bad, one of his strong suits, has
Oh, he
always
used to be a boxer.
Yes, but has always been determination and
Oh, did you hear him hit?
he hit hard. He's got the
Very
roll.
good, very good. He's got him, he got him.
And Nick Patrick saw it, thank goodness.
3 minutes remain the time limit. 3 minutes.
Come on, Honky, you got 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes now.
Get out of the hair, honky tonk. 1, 2, 3.
Outside and on the floor.
You can't beat him out there. You got to beat him in the ring.
You're exactly right.
Honky, get him in the ring.
Well, you pick your favorites and do a lot of coaching.
Well, I'm
lot of
a
cheerleading.
fan. I'm a fan of this great sport. I can't help it.
Double axe handle.
Who is that? Is that Zsa Gabor?
No. But she's having a good time, like all of our fans are, jam-packed in the Joe Louis Arena. And Nick Patrick telling Honky Tonk Man to keep it in the mat. In the ring, that is. The mat in
Honky,
the ring.
you got to go for your hold. You got to go for it. That's what took you to the dance. Go for it, my friend. You know
2
when to go
minutes
home to
remain, the
Priscilla
time
in your
limit,
pink
2
caddy and
minutes.
tell her you didn't bring home the gold. Do it. Press number 28 on that jukebox and come up with a hit.
Right now, the Honky Tonk Man is pulling and tugging on the neck. He is trying to soften him up with that swinging neck breaker, shake, rattle, and roll. That's what he's trying to do, but Bad valiantly trying to get back into this one. Television title on the line.
He's got to lay his neck over the bottom rope. Then he's got to drop about 2 or 3 knees to the back of the neck. Pick him up, slap him into it real quick, and he's got him.
Well, that's the herniated disc into the gut. That's it. He's ready to do it.
Honky, don't waste time.
Shake, rattle, and roll. The Honky Tonk Man going for it.
He's not aware of the time. I know it. He's not aware of the time.
But Johnny B. Bad is because he's kicked into high gear. Middle turnbuckle.
There is 1 minute remaining the time limit. 60 seconds.
All right, less than a minute now to go. Combination blow.
Here we go.
He's light on his feet.
45 seconds.
Something's got to happen here. Something's got to happen,
Let's see
Honky.
what happens. He's going to go with a big elbow.
See, he's not trying to pin
Hit.
him.
He's going for the kiss that don't miss. Oh, he missed it.
We got a new champion.
He missed it.
We got a new
30
champion.
seconds.
Belly to back suplex and a great desperation move by the Honky Tonk Man.
Cover him.
He's going for a chokehold. We got both men choking away
15
here.
seconds
And
to
tempers
time
are
limit.
flaring. The last 10 seconds or so of this
9,
one.
8, 7,
Can he make a cover?
6,
The countdown.
5,
Won't get him. He won't get him.
4, 3,
Darn it.
2, 1.
Small package is too late. The small package is too late. This one's a draw.
Give him 5 more minutes and he'd have had him.
Yeah, why not? Well, the thing
Ladies and
about it,
gentlemen, that match went to the full extent of the time limit. The official decision, a draw. Johnny B. Bad retains the World Television Championship.
Johnny B. Bad holds on to the World Television Championship here on Halloween Havoc in a 10-minute time limit draw. But the fight is still going on in the ring. And taking a powder now. On the outside is the Honky Tonk Man. And you had a match where the tempers were really flaring there near the end, where one man should have tried to win the match break.
Well, I'll tell you, Shivani, the 10-minute time limit is the only thing that saved Johnny B. Bad. That's the only thing that saved Johnny B. Bad. You realize if it would have gone another 30 seconds, if it would have gone another 45 seconds, even another minute, we would have ourselves a new television champion, and his name would be the Honky Tonk Man.
I'm not so sure about that. But fans, we still have to come many great matches, including the next match, World Tag Team title on the line. Before we go there, though, we want to take you back. It's been a lot of bad blood, a lot of animosity between the Nature Boy Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan as they lead into the career match. But it really kicked into high gear back on the 24th of August. Who will forget what happened at the Clash of the Champions? Take a look.
You probably will.
Hogan and Flair were set to square off for the world title on August 24th in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. But prior to an interview that night, Hogan was attacked by a mysterious masked man.
Well, we are looking in horror as you are now. As someone came out from behind Hulk Hogan during the entrance, and my God, he's been at some help for him.
Did you see how hard he got hit in the knee?
From that horrible scene in the arena, Hogan was taken to a nearby hospital.
Yes, I know. What about the kneecap? What about that kneecap?
But that would still not stop Hulkamania as he walked the 2 blocks back from the hospital to face Flair. After the match, the masked man again appeared to help Flair and Sherry.
The Ric Flair, we got the masked man in.
Who is that masked man?
The person. This is the person that attacked Hulk Hogan earlier.
That did it. That leg's shot. That leg is gone.
And then on October 9th, on WCW's Main Event Live, we found out there was more than one masked man.
He's got him right where he wants him. There you go. Get that hood off of him. Take that mask off of him.
Now's his chance. Now's his chance. Now's his chance.
Oh, yeah, let's see it. Let's do it.
God wants to see it. Fans all over the world want to see it. Who is he? Oh, look. There's another one.
No.
There's another one.
Brother, he got him right in the leg. That's his bad leg. I talked about a mistake. What a coward.
Then, to add further confusion to the upcoming match, Mr. T and Ric Flair were seen together in Chicago, coming out of Michael Jordan's restaurant.
Well, a lot of questions need to be answered, and hopefully they will tonight. Number one, whose side is Mr. T on? Number two, is the masked man lurking somewhere here in Joe Louis Arena? I would think probably so, as the 2 greatest careers will collide a little bit later on in this telecast.
You know something, Tony Schiavone? It just hit me. I've been so concerned about the career of Ric Flair. I've got nothing to worry about. Hogan's got a bad wheel. He's got a bad knee. Flair knows it. You know it. I know it. It's a piece of cake. Ric Flair is going to continue to walk the aisle.
We will talk to both Flair and Hogan a little bit later on in this telecast before the match, but right now, our next bout on Halloween Havoc Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of Halloween Havoc, it is for the World Tag Team Championship. Set for 1 fall. Introducing first the challengers from New York City, 242 pounds, Pretty Paul Roma. From Tampa, Florida, 252 pounds, Mr. Wonderful.
They would focus to me.
Orndorff. The team of Pretty Wonderful.
Pretty Wonderful, the former World Tag Team Champions who won their belts back on the 17th of July, the same day that Hulk Hogan defeated Ric Flair to become the world champion, and then lost on September 25th to this duo.
Look at those headstones.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents in this tag team title event. First from Marietta, Georgia, 234 pounds, Marcus Alexander Bagwell. From Washington, D.C., 256 pounds, the Patriot. They are the World Tag Team Champions, the Team of Stars, and Stripes.
Bagwell and the Patriot, Stars and Stripes, the World Tag Team Champions. It was live on WCW Main Event when they shocked Pretty Wonderful to win the World Tag Team belts back on September 25th. Well, and for Marcus Bagwell, deja vu, because 1 year ago at Halloween Havoc, he was one half of the World Tag Team Champions. He and a man named Two Cold Scorpio lost in the Nasty Boys at Halloween Havoc. So he's back as a champion once again with a new tag team partner. They are looking good. They've been red hot, but they got to have all cylinders hitting. And I say that here in the Motor City because they're facing Pretty Wonderful.
Oh, Schiavone, I think the team of Stars and Stripes are going to have their names on one of those headstones.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, I do.
We'll find out. How come?
I figured out who the Patriot is.
Who's that?
Where's he from?
Washington, D.C.
It's Al Gore. It's got to be Al Gore. He's about the same size.
Hey, we got some bad blood already. And these guys not wasting any time. The World Tag Team title.
Oh.
And the fans love it here at the Joe Louis Arena. They are going at it. Fist of fire. All four men. And Randy Anderson. Oh, out goes the Patriot. And Orndorff's going to follow him on the outside.
You could tell when they were coming down the aisle that the team of Pretty Wonderful was focused. This is just a mild setback. Don't worry, it's a long way to go yet. But Orndorff, if you know anything about the man, and I do, what a competitor he was in football. What a competitor he's been in wrestling. And Roma, what an athlete he is. They're going to be the winners. I feel it. I just feel it.
Orndorff knocked to the corner of Bagwell. Big left hand of the Patriot. And the tag, and here comes Paul Roma. Boy, take a look at the Patriot. He's wasting no time. He's going right after the offense here in this World Tag Team title bout, and a tag is made. One of the things that has helped Stars and Stripes win the World Tag Team belt is that they have quick tags in and out. They always seem to keep a fresh man in the ring. And that certainly is a very important part of being a World Tag Team champion.
Well, that's tag team action. You have to do that. You can't wrestle a match. You always have to know where your partner is. You have to know where your corner is. You have to always set your opponent up close. You got to cut the ring in half. Look at the agility of this man. He's like a cat. Look at that. Whoa.
Oh, my!
Right in the mush.
He jumped on the top turnbuckle and turned around. What balance from...
What a great cat burglar he'd be.
I guess so. Oh, body block. 1, 2. Whoa, almost. A 3 by Bagwell. The thing about Bagwell is his endurance, his quickness. If you blink, he's got you down the mat.
And he studies all the time. He's constantly watching tapes. He's constantly asking guys to get on the mat with him. He's constantly working out. I mean, that is why, well, I guess that's why they're champions. But they're lucky. They're lucky, too. And they double team a lot.
Yeah, it's keeping that fresh man in, 2. And the second time in a row, a 2 count on Paul Roma. Stars and Stripes, many great maneuvers they love to win matches with. Bagwell used that bridge suplex, and the man on the inside, the Patriot, the full Nelson slam. Of course, on the other side of the spectrum,
They'll use anything.
the swan dive from Paul Roma, the pile driver from Paul Orndorff. 4 classic wrestlers here going at it. A sunset flip from the top.
Wait,
2.
there was no tag. Was there a tag?
Yes, there was a tag.
I missed it. I certainly didn't see a
Well,
tag.
that doesn't mean there wasn't a tag, just because you missed it.
Well, I
you
didn't
doing
see it.
Were you writing on your format or something? Tag is made.
I saw that tag.
There you
I
go.
know when there's a tag. I know what a tag is. You
Yes,
know what a tag is?
That's when one hand goes out and tags another.
I know what a tag is. You can tell me what a tag is.
Little intimidation, little trash talking going on now between Bagwell and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Get up in his face like Dennis Rodman. Talk to him. Come on, Paul. You can do it.
They don't cheer Dennis Rodman in this town anymore. Over the top. Good move. Bagwell, great job of improvisation. Look at this. Bagwell continues, and there's a clothesline.
You know, that's the mark of a champion. When you go for a move and you miss it, or something happens, but you turn it around into another move.
Yeah,
that is really a great mark of a champion. I still think they're lucky.
They being Stars and Stripes.
Yeah, Bagwell and Gore.
Well, Bagwell and the Patriot. But don't you think, Brain, that you have to have a little bit of luck to be successful?
Oh, of course you do. Luck is a very important thing. And Hogan's going to have to be really lucky. I hope he went to General Motors or Chrysler or Ford today and got some new parts for his knees, because he's going to need them. Ric Flair's going to win it with the figure four.
Well, there's no
Ford,
question.
get it, figure Ford?
You know, the fact that Flair readily agreed to put his career on the line for a chance to get Hogan in the ring right before Halloween Havoc, it was obvious. It was another plan to get at the knee. He succeeded. And we got Hulk Hogan at less than 100%.
And I was worried. I apologize to you, Schiavone. I apologize to all the fans out there. Turn off your sets. Go to bed early. Believe me, tomorrow it'll be like it's always been. Flair is champion.
Meanwhile, the referee admonishing the Patriot and the double team from Pretty Wonderful.
Don't get too cocky, Roma.
You're right about that. Just when you think you got things going your way, we talked about the quickness of Bagwell and his endurance, and it's shining through right now. Here's a tag, and here we go again. The exchange, a trademark of the World Tag Team Champions. Top turnbuckle. The whip to the other neutral. Patriot follows him in nicely. And drives into the mat. He covers him. 2 and...
No.
Wow, that was close.
You know, sometimes you don't hear the referee count. Sometimes he goes down, he puts his hand down. You don't hear that. That's a 1 count. Then you hear the next count. You think it's a 1 count. You can get pinned very easy that way. You've got to be alert. Plus, you get your bell rung so many times in there. Very hard being a singles wrestler, but it's harder being a tag team wrestler, because you got to concern yourself with your partner and your opponents, and you're always wrestling two at one time.
We saw the capacity crowd on hand in the Joe Louis Arena. Good to have you with us as everyone anticipates Hogan and Flair one more time in the steel cage.
The last time.
Last time.
They will never wrestle each other again.
Full arm dragon twist. Truly an historic night in pay-per-view television.
And Hogan will never do the moonwalk again, or the funky chicken, or any kind of dancing. His leg's gone, I'm telling you.
But his title's not. Here's the exchange on the other end, and now we get some pretty good teamwork from the former World Tag Team Champions.
Hulkamania is dead. What do you want on your tombstone?
Me? He put up with the Brain for as long as he could. What I want on mine. What do you want on yours?
I'd rather be here taking a dirt nap than in Detroit.
Wind it up, Paul.
You hear, oh,
Here we go.
Roma said to wind it up, and that's exactly what Orndorff did. Mr. Wonderful.
And that's just not a name. He's earned that name. He is Mr. Wonderful.
He won his first World Tag Team Championship, and his partner was Superfly Jimmy Snuka. 1978. There's an elbow at the top of the head. Actually, right on the ear more than on the top of the head. And he's having his way now with the youngster Bagwell. And here comes the double team. This is what they want, Brain. That Pretty Wonderful double team. Roma won his first World Tag Team Championship as part of the Horsemen. Arn Anderson was his partner. Well, things have changed, as they do.
Who was Orndorff's partner then?
Arn Anderson.
No, Orndorff's partner.
No, Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Superfly. Always sounded to me like a big pair of pants. Maybe not.
I don't think so. You're too much. Bad neck and all. Into the ropes.
If Detroit had a kicker like that, maybe they go to the Super Bowl.
And they still might. There's an elbow drop.
If you live to be 300, Schiavone, you won't see it.
2 on 2 count. It's a great sports sitting. Had a chance to not only go by the Cobo Hall or some great sporting events happened. I drove by Tiger Stadium.
Why?
Well, because it's the last great old ballpark. I guess that Yankee Stadium.
Should have driven by Hogan's house. The last time you'll see him, too.
One count. Roma now, feeling he got almost too high that time. The top leg was way over the top of the head. He had to take that left leg and extend it down.
But he didn't get him good. He didn't get him flush.
He jumped too high that time.
He could jump right out of this building if he wanted to.
Flying head scissors! A 2.
I don't think Clark Kent could fly like this guy.
It's become a grueling World Tag Team title match live here at Halloween Havoc.
And every wrestler on the card tonight will not go back and shower. They will stay to watch and see this cage match. No one will leave this building.
It's a part of history in our sport.
So you know what that means while everyone's out here watching that match?
Look at that.
That means Okerlund's going to be going through everybody's bags. He's got my cufflinks.
A drop kick and a knee, or making an elbow to the gut. It was to the gut. Many of the fans thought it was a low blow that time, but Randy Anderson said no, it was right to the solar plexus.
Well, he's there. He knows. Come on, keep the bag man down. Keep him down.
And he's trying to wear him down. That's right.
And you notice Orndorff is facing his partner. He knows where his partner is. Roman knows where Orndorff is. I mean, they don't have their backs to each other. They do their homework. They know what they're doing. They're a great tag team.
A pickup. And a knee lift. Great try by Bagwell that time, trying to push his opponent towards his corner, but nope. Mr. Wonderful would not give in, and there's an elbow to clothesline.
Great tag team action. Great teamwork.
Or was that a knee he got in the back? I believe it was a knee. Anyway, he caught it. Head first. Bagwell. You got to wonder how much he can take. We talked about his endurance earlier in the match, but he's taken a lot of punishment. He blocked an attempted suplex, and he put one on of his own. Marcus Bagwell needs to go through his opponent. No, he's going to try cover. A 2 count to get to the corner.
See, that's conditioning. That's Orndorff at his best. This man is in great shape. Uh-oh!
Backslide. 1, 2, too close to the Pretty Wonderful corner. Into the other neutral corner, the foot to the face. Bagwell with a sleeper hold. He's got the sleeper on Orndorff. And Paul Roma with a save.
Come on, ref. Get the Patriot out of there.
Orndorff and Bagwell, the legal man and all four, going at it here at Halloween Havoc.
Now Bagwell and Orndorff are legal, right?
Yes, the men of the upper part of your screen. A pickup and a slam. Knee lift from Bagwell. The Patriot is still in though, and he might get disqualified.
Come on, ref, get him out of there. What's this, bowling for dollars?
The Patriot is still going at it with Roma. And finally, the referee. Look at the bridge suplex. That's his move. The bridge suplex. That's his move. Oh, my goodness.
The referee didn't see it. They may get away with it.
An elbow.
Give me a 1. Give me a 2. We got your tag champions. Yes, yes, yes. This is tag team action at its best.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners and new World Tag Team Champions.
Yes.
Pretty Paul Roma, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the team of Pretty Wonderful.
Regain the World Tag Team belts. And I can tell you what, Brain, the Patriot can only blame himself. because he would not get out of the ring, and the referee finally pushed him away, and the back was turned.
Look at this. That's pretty wonderful. That's pretty smart. That's pretty clever. That's pretty wonderful at its best. We have new tag team champions once again. Come on, referee, get in position for the 1, for the 2, for the 3. Pop the corks and the champagne. Let's have a party.
All right, we have new World Tag Team Champions as the countdown to Flair and Hogan in the cage continues. With that, we go to Mean Gene Okerlund.
I thank you very much, Tony Schiavone. I'm back at the locker room area with the perennial, yes, matter of fact, 11-time WCW heavyweight champion. He is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. He is, of course, accompanied by Sensuous Sherry. I don't know if she can keep a lid on it or not, Flair, but this has got to be the biggest night of your career.
Well, she can keep a lid on it, but she doesn't have to. You see, we're already planning the greatest celebration in the history of the sport, and why not?
Where?
The so-called #1 wrestler of all time, the governing body, the man that's made it all happen, is no longer going to be with us. You see, Hogan, and I'm directing this at you and the entire pay-per-view world. Hulk Hogan, tonight it comes to an end, courtesy of this limousine-riding, kiss-stealing, wheeling-dealing, jet-flying son of a gun that just happens to be the greatest wrestler of all time. Don't you get it? Don't look at the videos. Don't look at old tapes. Look at what's happening today. My butt and your butt, it's on the line. 2 of us walk that aisle. 2 of us get in the ring. 2 of us battle. 1 of us walks out. Unquestionably, undeniably, the greatest of all time. The other one, you're out of here, brother. It's into the sunset. It's gone. It's history. It's no more. Now, does the Queen, do we look like we're ready for the history book? No. Queen, have we got a game plan?
We've got a game plan.
Are we ready to go?
We're ready to go.
The price right.
The price is right.
Am I the Nature Boy? Ric Flair, are you the Queen?
I'm the Queen.
Are we gonna beat Hulk Hogan?
We're gonna beat Hulk Hogan.
In just a few hours, sayonara. Woo!
All right, I thank you very much, Sensuous Sherry and the Nature Boy. Very confident now at the 11th hour. Let's get back to Tony and Bobby inside.
All right, thanks a lot, Gene, and he is right. They are very confident, and Flair even said, is the price right? And that makes me believe that maybe they have gotten to Mr. T.
Well, it's not let's make a deal. No one's going to get zonked. No one's going to wear some stupid-looking outfit. Hogan, like Nancy Sinatra sang years ago, these boots are made for walking. You're going to walk out of Joe Louis Arena. You're going to crawl out. Your career is over. You can go back to Hollywood. You can do whatever you want to do. But like he says, that jet-flying, kiss-stealing, wheeling-dealing son of a gun, Ric Flair is going to do it, and he's going to do it tonight, right here. Woo!
Flair put his career on the line, oddly enough, because of an involvement by the #1 Hulkamaniac in the world, Dave Sullivan. Dave and Kevin are ready to do battle, but let's take a look at how it all finally broke down between these 2 brothers before we go to that match. Take a look.
Don't believe this Hulkamaniac stuff. You can say your prayers, you can take your vitamins, and you work out. It doesn't work for guys like you or me.
Hey, let me tell you something, brother.
Wait a second. Let me tell you something. Hogan gave you the new jacket, and he gave you the magic slippers.
A robe.
Would you like me to give you something?
I got something. He told me I'm a man, and I got something for you.
What could you possibly have for me?
This.
Oh my! No, wait a minute! Hold on!
And now, Kevin Sullivan coming out, putting the boots to his brother,
Come on, where's the referee? Referee, we need the National Guard out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following special contest, it will be brother versus brother. It is set for one fall. Introducing first, formerly from Daytona Beach, Florida.
Hey!
He now seeks sanctuary in the Conch Republic. Kevin Sullivan.
That is the face of a sick man, ladies and gentlemen, and it always has been.
That is one tough customer.
Well, I would agree with that. And we understand possibly that Dave Sullivan's going to have a brand new song as he comes to the ring. Is that true?
Yeah. Da-dum, 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 da-dum.
No, it's not that song.
They're coming to take me away. Ha ha, ho ho, maybe, huh?
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he is from Daytona Beach, Florida.
He thinks.
And he is the world's #1 Hulkamaniac, Dave Sullivan.
The name of the song is I Want to Be a Hulkamaniac. That's his new song. And take a look at him decked out in the red and the yellow, the Hulkster. Handing out Hulk bandanas as the little Hulksters are everywhere here in the Joe Louis Arena, awaiting the match of the Hulkster's career.
You know, this isn't the first time Kevin Sullivan has worked his brother over, and there's a reason for it. He had to keep him under control. There's a reason he brought his brother up the Sullivan way. This was none of Hogan's business. The only reason Dave slapped or punched Kevin is because Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Hart were behind it.
The brothers are going at it. Kevin and Dave. Oh my, he wound up with the right hand and hit him with an elbow. What a great move by Dave Sullivan.
He thinks he's Hulk Hogan. He doesn't know who he is.
And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with having the greatest superstar ever to be your role model?
But he's not going to be around much longer. You're wasting your time.
Well,
of course, he can take those magic slippers and a little cheap-looking bathrobe and maybe have a garage sale if there's anything left of them when Kevin's done with them.
those are the same boots he has on, autographed by the Hulkster, that the Hulkster wore when he defeated Andre the Giant right up the road here with you at ringside in Pontiac, Michigan.
Don't talk about that. That's in the past. It'll never happen again. I've been waiting for this day.
I know it'll never
I've
happen.
been waiting for this day.
Elbow. Head first. Dave and Kevin going at it. You know what I think? Hogan finally got Dave on the right track, but I think it was long overdue. He had slapped his brother around long enough. Had
Well,
Kevin
he
Sullivan.
needed it. He
did
needed
not
it.
need that.
Sometimes you need it. Don't you know what? That's what's wrong with this world. There's no discipline. They ground you now. No TV for a week. Can't go out on Saturday. That's not the way you do it.
Well, how's the way you do it, Brain?
You get
Let's hear the parenting tips from Brain.
you get a 2x4 that you've soaked in motor oil for about 3 weeks, which is guaranteed not to chip, splinter, or bend, and you part their hair with it. That's what you do. Sideways.
Well, you and Kevin Sullivan and Ric Flair. Dave hits the ring post pretty hard that time.
He's even beginning to look like Hogan.
Dave on the outside, and right now, Nick Patrick trying to hold Kevin back, and Kevin is keeping Dave on the outside.
There's a lot of people at home thinking, oh my, this is horrible. A family breakup like this.
I think so.
Brothers fighting brothers. Believe me, Kevin has worked him over every day of his life because he needed it. He was fine until Hogan came on the scene. Their family was fine. Now the Sullivan family's divided. I don't know how they feel. They're all nuts, you know, but that's fine.
Foot right up to the chest that time from Kevin Sullivan as David went in with reckless abandon. And here he goes! Across the chest. And look at this vicious. How can you treat your brother like this?
They used to do this at dinner when the guy would take the last chicken leg or the last helping of mashed potatoes. They always fight like this at home.
Snapmare takeover.
They've destroyed 4 homes in 1 year.
Where do you get your information?
I don't make things up.
No, you don't?
Kevin used to do that same thing he's doing to his brother, to his Aunt Marge. Large Marge,
Wait
they
a minute.
called her.
He's got a Hogan bandana.
Shove it down his throat.
That's what he's doing.
That's what I would do.
And the gut stomp.
Yeah. Rub it in, Kevin. I love you. Look at his tongue hanging out.
Kevin calling out to the Hulkamaniacs who boo in unison here. The double stomp again. That's it. Usually it only takes one of those.
Got him right in the corned beef and cabbage, didn't he?
What a sick individual he is. Kevin Sullivan taking pride and pleasure in trying to destroy his brother, who's back up. And he's gonna put it in Kevin's mouth. Into the ropes. The big clothesline. Kevin did not go down from that one.
Still on his feet.
From the right, the big boot. It's the Hulk Hogan big boot. And he's ready to put him down.
But he's wasting too much time.
What's he doing now?
He's showing him the bandana. He's showing the Hulk Hogan thing.
Wait a minute.
It's like, look at this, look at this.
What's he trying to do, make up with his brother?
No. I know what he's doing. He's suckering the poor idiot in.
Well, that's...
And he's falling for it.
Look, it's kind of a token of peace between the brothers. Nah, he's not...
No, he's saying...
No, you're right. You're right. He's trying to get him close to him to nail it.
Yeah. I'll be good to you. I'm sorry. Tomorrow you...
And that is a face you can trust. Come on, Dave. You know better than that.
No, he don't. He's got IQ smaller than his shoe size.
Well...
What did I tell you? Who's the bright one in that family?
Well, poor old Dave loves his brother, I know. And they're going at it on the outside. Back and forth. Dave and Kevin.
Like my buddy Ray Cruz would say, this is a family feud.
Hitting hard.
That's it.
We got a count out. Kevin didn't make it back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He made it back.
No, he
Kevin
didn't.
Sullivan
Dave's gonna win the
fails
match.
to return to the ring by the referee's 10 count. The winner of the match, as a result of a count out, is Dave Sullivan.
Dave Sullivan gets the win by count out as they fought on the outside. So the bad blood between the brothers, as you hear the song I Want to Be a Hulkamaniac continues in the background. The bad blood between the brothers obviously is not finished. Kevin wanted to show a sign of peace with his brother Dave. Dave got close and the fisticuffs began, Brain.
All because of Hulk Hogan. He told Dave to slap Kevin around. Dave is the one that needs the discipline. Hogan came between this family. But Hogan's got that bad leg. He's got that bad knee. But don't worry, because on Halloween night, remember the show Gunsmoke? He can wear some jeans, a cowboy hat, and he can be Chester. He can walk around, Mr. Dillon, Mr. Dillon, Mr. Dillon. That's what Hogan can do on Halloween, because you're done here at WCW. You're done in professional wrestling, Mr. Dillon.
We will hear from Hulk Hogan and his entourage a little bit later on in this telecast. He's got some friends too, maybe not a masked man, but he's got some friends as well. But one of the matches coming up next pits two men who were tag team partners not too long ago, and we'll never forget how Dustin Rhodes trusted Arn Anderson when he asked him to be his tag team partner. Take a look at what happened.
I'm looking for a man to be my partner. I'm talking about somebody that's strong, somebody that is a good wrestler, somebody that's tough, and mean it's somebody that enforces in that wrestling ring. None other than Arn Anderson. Arn, you saw me last week. I'm asking you again. Please help me take care of Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck. Be my partner.
And it wasn't long after that that Anderson gave Dustin his answer.
Bring it in the building. Now, if I take this match on these conditions, we may get hurt real bad, but I expect that. We may get fined a lot of money. We may get hurt permanent.
But if I take this match, Dustin Rhodes, under these conditions, understand one thing. We're turning the hurting around, and we're putting it on them. My answer is, yeah, I'll be glad to be your partner.
Then at the Bash of the Beach, Anderson betrayed young Rhodes and had the nerve to celebrate. And Colonel Parker was throwing the party.
And there's a tag. Arn Anderson and his crowd go crazy for Arn Anderson. Oh!
Arn Anderson just DDT Dustin.
Unbelievable.
Arn Anderson stomping on the arm. He's stomping, and Dustin is hurt. He's hurt badly here. And now all three of them stomping away at Dustin, and his hand is hurt, his arm.
Now, Dustin Rhodes, I told you, if you wanted me to be in the match, you would have to take the old Arn Anderson. The old Arn Anderson who would smack his granny in the mouth for 50 cents. You said, fine, whatever it takes. Well, Dustin Rhodes, you got him tonight. You made a pact with the devil, and the devil called his marker in a little bit soon.
Wrestling fans, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, to be accompanied by the greatest promoter on the face of the earth, Colonel Robert Parker, along with Meng. He's from Minnesota, weighing 248 pounds, the enforcer, Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson making his way toward the ring in what can be described and deemed as a one-on-one grudge match. It's the continuation of what has been a long-standing feud in this sport between two of the most successful families. The Anderson family from Minnesota, the Rhodes family from Texas.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in this special grudge match. He's from Austin, Texas. He weighs 261 pounds. The Natural, Dustin Rhodes.
The Natural, Dustin Rhodes, second-generation superstar, a man who has held virtually every major title except the World Heavyweight title in his very, very short career so far in WCW. Little Hulksters everywhere as we build towards Hogan and Flair in the cage, both careers on the line. But now it's the Super Grudge match. And we talked about the long-standing feud here at Halloween Havoc between the Rhodes family and the Anderson family. And
is Dusty Rhodes here in Detroit? Is he in the building?
No, I have not seen Dusty.
I haven't either. Inhale once.
Why?
Well, if he's around, you can usually smell him.
Oh, would you stop that? All right, the bell, and here we go. As always, Anderson approaches every match the same way.
I'm going to hurt you.
That's right, cold, calculating, determined.
Well, he broke his arm. He broke Dustin's arm before.
Yeah, the cast is off now.
And you know, if he breaks it again and puts a couple cherries or grapes in his eyes, he could be a human one-man, one-arm bandit. He could be a slot machine.
Thomas the Hitman Hearns, one of the greatest boxers in the history of the sport, is with us. Of course, he is here enjoying the festivities as we not only celebrate Halloween Havoc and celebrate the two greatest careers in our sport, but also raise money for the Muhammad Ali Future Foundation. And there is Meng as Arn Anderson sends Dustin Rhodes over. What we got here? Well, there's no hair to pull there.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, he'll pull your eyebrows right up over your lips. Believe me.
My eyebrows up over my lips?
Think about it.
That sounds horrible. Reversal.
You're not going to like it.
Well, you're a stooge.
You've been an authority.
Snapmare takeover. Yeah, I've worked with many of them.
Yeah, well, tell Mo and Curly hi for me. Iron's always in control. And sometimes he lets you think you have him. Sometimes he gives you that false confidence. You just can't beat an Anderson. They're so tough. They're so rugged. you know, it's up in Minneapolis, it's 30, 40 below in July. They walk around without their shirts. They're tough people.
You're not kidding, they're tough people.
And what does the Rhodes family do? They
well,
go
left hand on the break.
Oh!
And Dustin wasted no time firing back. And that's what he needs to do. You cannot back up against Arn Anderson. You got to take the fight to him. That's what he expects, really.
That's what he wants. He wants to fight you, and he wants you to fight back.
Him around. Atomic drop. Anderson gets the lariat from the backside.
I'd have gone for the pin there. I'd have gone for the bulldog and the pin right there. But no, Rhodes is going to show up. Uh-oh.
He paid for that one. Slowly climbing up top. The leg break from behind there. And now Anderson may be getting for the superplex from the middle turnbuckle. That's exactly what he's got. Can he? No, Sarah headbutt. And the lariat for the top.
He could have him here.
He covers 1, 2. He kicked out in 2.
But you notice Arn just didn't kick out. He sat up. It shows you the endurance this man has and the conditioning he's in and how tough this man is.
Sending Anderson to the corner again, flip-flop fly. No, sir. That time, Arn Anderson was one step ahead of the natural as he connected before the natural could.
He hurt his hand on that one.
You're right. Middle turnbuckle.
Oh.
Great move by Anderson.
Oh, is he something else? Is he thinking?
Yep. You know, here's a man who helped. I mean, Dustin should have thought about these things before he'd ask him to be his partner back in the summertime.
It's not Dustin's fault. Look who his father is.
With the ropes. I mean, Arn Anderson helped to break Dusty's leg back in 1985 and his arm in 1988.
So?
The fight is on the outside between the two.
Oh!
Come on.
Oh, I don't like the look of this.
Anderson smartly dives back into the ring after the left shoulder hit the ring post.
I wouldn't have. I'd have stayed on that floor and taken an 18-19 count.
Oh, yeah.
Rolled in at the last
you would
minute.
have taken the short way out.
The smart way.
Dustin rolls him up. 1, 2. We got a 2 there. Dustin back to the attack again. And now focusing on the arm. I know he would love to hear a bone snap in the arm of Arn Anderson.
Is that man focused?
Always.
Oh.
And the Nasty Boys can tell you about that.
Oh. Did he kick their tails?
And we're going to be seeing that later on as well.
Just don't make Ming mad. Or Arn Anderson. And don't give the Colonel a reason to sick him on you.
The strategy here by the Natural is obviously to work on the arm. And he's pulling and tugging on the arm of Double A as Ming watches on. And if you're Arn Anderson, or make it if you're Dustin Rhodes, you have to always be concerned with the fact that here, and there's Colonel Parker wiping the brow, that here, if you get an advantage, Colonel Parker's there and Ming is there. And who knows? I mean, Bunkhouse Buck and Terry Funk are both here, and they could get involved as well. They have before.
You never know, Shivani, what can happen. And if you're listening in the back, Hulk Hogan, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Up and down. Atomic drop. Dustin Rhodes may be going for the lariat. He hit hard. And he rolled up the aisleway there.
He cleared that top rope. He went over those steps. He had to land a good 10, 12 feet from the ring in the air.
He's lucky, you know, he missed those steel steps, but he missed the mats on the outside as well. He hit the concrete. And that young fan didn't expect to see Dustin Rhodes at his feet. But there he is. And Anderson trying to get the circulation going back in that left arm. This has bought him a little bit of time. Double A. He's got him where he wants him now.
He finds a body part and he works on it.
That's right.
He can change a transmission without tools. This man is tough.
The whip in. Into the gut, Arn Anderson measures it. Much like the nature boy Ric Flair, the man is a ring general. 1, 2, he always dictates things, has things going his way. Great execution, 2 count.
It's an honor to watch Arn Anderson wrestle. You think Dusty's at the ranch watching this right now, or you think he's out back picking up some of them big meadow muffins that his mule left?
Body scissors applied, but that is not a good position for Dustin Rhodes to be in. As you clearly saw, Arn Anderson able to hook the legs and execute the catapult. But both men are hurting. Colonel Parker encouraging Arn Anderson. It's been almost become a personal battle between the Rhodes family and Colonel Parker's crew. And Dustin Rhodes fires back. And both men are giving it their all. Now going toe-to-toe here. They go down. Both men. Clothesline at the same time.
I think Dustin got the worst of it, though. Look at Arn Anderson. He just keeps coming after you.
That's right. That's what he does. We talked about it earlier on. They are going at it. Fighting back and forth. Anderson swinging wildly. Dustin, the one who's connecting. Into the near side. To the gut. He may have the bulldog. No, sir. He went with a foot. He had him hunched over. I thought maybe he'd try the bulldog.
I did too.
Double A. In trouble. And Dustin, a lariat again. And here's a cover. 1, 2. Anderson got out. Oh, what a match. Now he's going for it.
Oh. If Hearns could hit like that, he'd still be boxing. Here we go.
Oh, he tried to DDT, but no. Dustin was too close to the ropes. An elbow drop. 1, 2. Anderson kicks away in 2. Anderson went for his patented DDT, but Dustin too close to the ropes. And now Dustin! What a stun gun type maneuver out of the textbook Stunning Steve. And he's going to the arm. This is what we look at him. He's dropping the knee, pad down. He's going for it. He's going to try to break the arm.
Trying to break the shoulder, it looks like.
But he hurt himself that time. And now, maybe a pile driver. That's what it is. That's what it's not. Over the top. 1, 2.
He got him.
No, he's holding the ropes and Randy Anderson's on.
Oh, count on him. Those kicks.
1, 2, 3.
This stinks.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa. Dustin wins it. Let's get the official word from Gary. He won it.
Yeah, but he doesn't look like much of a winner.
He's the winner. But now, once again, like we saw on July 17th on pay-per-view in Bash of the Beach, the fight continues at the expense of a fallen Dustin Rhodes, who'll be the winner of this match, but that's not what counts right now as far as Colonel Parker is concerned.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the natural, Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes gets the win. Out of nowhere.
Looks like a winner to me, Shivani.
All right. Hogan and Flair still to come here from the Joe Louis Arena. With that in mind, we go to Mean Gene Okerlund.
All right, Tony, I'm here along with the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. The big brother is back here. And, of course, the man is here tonight. The biggest night, certainly, in his career. WCW heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan, a jam-packed Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. And we got millions of other folks watching all over the country and around the world tonight. You and Ric Flair one-on-one inside a steel cage. And what about tomorrow? Tomorrow's going to be a new era.
Well, you know what we need to talk about is last night, Mean Gene. You know, I actually thought Hulk Hogan could sneak into the Motor City unnoticed, brother. But as I was camouflaged, as Jimmy Hart was camouflaged, and as a Big Brother acting like he was camouflaged, everybody knew by the pump on the guns, Big Brother, that Hulk Hogan was here to take care of business. You know, and then we went to the hotel, man. You talk about Hulkamania running wild. You talk about anti-Flair signs. I've never seen anything like it. And now that we're at Joe Louis Arena, it's gonna be just like the last time I slammed that big giant. God bless his soul. The place is gonna come down. The Hulkamaniacs are gonna start ripping their shirts, and then Mr. Flair will know for one last time that there's only room for one man in the WCW to lead all these Hulkamaniacs.
All right, now Hulk Hogan, out of the subject of the special guest referee, things just don't seem right, in my opinion, with Mr. T. He showed up tonight in a big long limousine, and all of a sudden, Sherry was all over him like a cheap suit.
Well, you know, I cornered Mr. T just the other day. And you know something? When somebody doesn't make eye contact with you, when you talk to them, you can tell if they're on the level or not. Well, as I stared into Mr. T's eyes, and as he stared into the eyes of the Hulkster brother, I knew Mean Gene, he was still training. I knew he was still saying his prayers, brother. And I knew Mr. T had definitely eaten his vitamins by the pump on his guns, brother. Mr. T said, Hulkster, if you're down for a 3 count, I'm gonna count you out, brother. He told me he's gonna call it just like he sees it. But all I gotta say, Mr. T, is watch the dirtiest player in the game, because it's not Mr. T I don't trust. It's once I'm inside the safety, that is, of the steel cage, I'm afraid that Ric Flair might try to sucker Mr. T in, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure involved in this title defense tonight here at Halloween Havoc. You've got Muhammad Ali here. You've got Thomas the Hitman Hearns, Emmanuel Stewart, Willie Stargell, Hank Aaron, and I mean celebrities right and left. Does that add any more pressure to it?
You know, we're not worried about the pressure, brother. Jimmy Hart and the Big Brother here, we've gone over this thing in detail, man. We don't care about the celebrities. All we care about are the Hulkamaniacs. I sat down with the Big Brother and Jimmy Hart, and we discussed how we were going to get in the ring. We discussed how we were going to out-wrestle Flair, how we were going to beat him, how we were going to humiliate him. They know each and everything that I'm going to do out there. We've got the battle plan, and we're a team. And what you going to do, Ric Flair, when I retire you?
All right, let's get back inside. Come on. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
All right, our thanks to Mean Gene Okerlund, Hulk Hogan, the Big Brother, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. They're all here. They're all ready. His entourage, as Hogan and Flair will climb in the cage a little bit later on.
I don't detect any confidence in Hogan's voice. I detect a man scared. He's trying to blame Mr. T. He's glad he's going to be in a cage. He's trying to have eye contact with people. Are you making excuses? Hogan, face it. You had a great run, but it's over. It is over. All you're going to hear is, woo!
We are just about set to go with Stunning Steve and the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It was our last pay-per-view when Stunning Steve was shocked by the appearance of Hacksaw, and here's what happened.
Shut up! Let me tell you something, Ricky Steamboat. I don't have to tell the world you're one of the greatest champions to ever set foot in the ring. But let me tell you something right now, you mealy-mouthed Hawaiian punk. You saved yourself one hell of an ass kicking.
Oh, Mr. Austin, please let me inform you.
Watch the hands, watch the hands. I am the champion, watch the hands.
You are wrestling tonight. You are defending this title tonight, and that is the decision of the board and myself.
Well, hold it right now. Let me tell you something, Nicky boy. The time has come for Steve Austin to start setting some rules. As a United States champion, I'm telling you right now, I ain't wrestling nobody. I signed to wrestle Ricky Steamboat, and I ain't gonna do it.
Would you please introduce his opponent?
His opponent? Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed the opponent from Glens Falls, New York.
Oh my goodness!
287 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan is going to go into the U.S. title.
The match is is on. You've got to wrestle this man now.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm trying to wrestle Ricky Steamboat, and I ain't wrestling.
Ring the bell.
The commissioner has said to ring the bell.
You ain't doing it. You've got to take and you've got to wrestle him. That's all there is to it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Forget it, Steve. I know him. I know Bockwinkel.
Once again, Bockwinkel grabs him in. He dives on him. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new United States Heavyweight Champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is for the United States Heavyweight Championship. It is set for one fall. Introducing first the challenger. He's from Hollywood, California, weighing 253 pounds. Stunning Steve Austin.
Well, that had to go down brain back at the Fall Brawl on September 18th. It is the shortest-lived U.S. title reign of all time. Giving the belt by Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel and then having it taken from him by the blue-collar champion of WCW, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
That was a fluke, and you know it. He didn't sign to wrestle Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He wasn't prepared for that match. Things will be different now.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in this contest for the United States Heavyweight Championship. He's from Glens Falls, New York, weighing 287 pounds. He is the United States Heavyweight Champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
You know, and I think this is his town. Detroit, the Motor City, where they build cars made in the good old USA. Just yesterday, I was up by the world headquarters of the Ford Motor Company in Dearborn, Michigan, right outside here. And this is where it all is, and this is where the U.S. champion is.
Well,
right now, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I'd love to hang with you. You go to Tiger Stadium when they don't play baseball, and on a Saturday you go to a motor company where everybody's laid off of work. Hey, tomorrow maybe we can go to the park and listen to grass grow. You're an exciting guy. I bet you and Chris Cruz hang around together.
Me and who?
Chris Cruz or Chris Kraft, whatever that guy's name is.
Oh.
That guy got to keep moving before they throw dirt on him.
Yeah, well, this is all right. All right, the match is underway, and in the U.S. champion from Glens Falls, New York, I tell you knew this was going to happen as Stunning Steve tries to get the upper hand quickly on the U.S. champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Well, he's preparing himself. He knows he's wrestling Duggan now. Now he can beat him.
Pair of clotheslines and a scooper. Big slam.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Duggan is one big, strong customer.
No question. Duggan ducked his head, and that was a mistake in Stunning Steve. Much like Arn Anderson we saw earlier. Great ring strategy. A sleeper hold. Hacksaw with those big arms around the head of Stunning Steve. Puts him into the turnbuckle. Picks him up. Whoa, he landed on his feet, and he goes for the knee.
Are you watching, Mr. Hogan? A little stroll down memory lane.
What do you say, Duggan? Yanking back on the leg. Pretty good move by the former champ to keep the man you're looking at right now, U.S. champ Hacksaw Jim Duggan, off his feet.
Kick the sawdust out of him.
He's big and he's strong and he loves to stand toe-to-toe and slug it out. But when he's on the mat, he's at a disadvantage, Brain.
And when you give him a pencil and paper, he's at a disadvantage too. Here we go.
Top turnbuckle. Goes him over. 1, 2. To the eyes. Stunning Steve is one shrewd individual. Down again is Hacksaw Jim Duggan, exactly where he wants him. And the former U.S. champ continuing now to focus on a leg. wasted too much time.
He's got to slow the pace down here.
Duggan ducked, showing some quickness of his own. Atomic drop.
Right on the step, too. On the lower back of the posterior area. You see, you can't stand toe-to-toe and slug it out with Duggan.
No, you can't.
You got to keep him down. Would you really want him building a car and then go out and drive it on a highway?
Well, I bet you we know he has a great work ethic, and that's what you need to be successful.
He put the wheel in the middle. I don't mean the steering wheel, I mean the rubber tires. You'd wonder why he couldn't balance it. The trunk could be in the front. Oh, he'd be a great car. Big key in the back.
Hey, he's a great guy. Now, I know you don't like him. You have your own agendas, I know.
Well, I couldn't lower myself to associate with a man of that class.
I mean,
and the man's an illiterate.
And now, he's not going to, there you go, he's not going to fall for the handshake attempt by a Stunning Steve. Got to wrap that hand around his head is what it should do.
Steve will.
He's in the corner, seeking refuge there, and he gets it from Nick Patrick. In the ropes, calling for a break. Side headlock is applied. As the fans watch this U.S. title match, one of 4 title matches tonight. We've already had new World Tag Team Champions, and of course the World Heavyweight title still to come. Hogan and Flair in the cage. Career versus career. Remember, in a cage, there is no disqualification. Anything goes.
There will be a winner.
There will be a winner tonight.
You know, and it's too late to look at films.
Double axe handle.
It's too late to get in condition. They're both in great shape. They both know each other. It's going to be a matter of luck. That's what's going to prevail tonight. It's going to be a matter of who's the luckiest. And you know Flair. You know Flair. Both his wheels are good. Both his legs are in great shape. And what is his finishing maneuver?
The figure 4 leg lock.
And what does Hulk Hogan use? He likes to throw you in and stand on one leg and hit you with the other.
Right.
Can his one leg support that weight?
Let's
a good think
point.
about it.
That's a good point.
Of course it's a good point. I said it.
Oh, my! Stunning Steve wasted enough time to enable the U.S. champ to get back into it. Oh, right hand, left hand, and those are heavy blows. Down goes Stunning Steve, who's going to the corner again and grabbing onto the referee, for crying out loud.
There's that trick knee again.
Boy, oh boy, is it ever.
I'm telling you, once that thing cramps up, it just, he can't control it. Must be an old football injury.
Must be. Maybe he was a punter.
He can kick it in either end zone at the same time.
All right, we may get a disqualification right here.
Nick Patrick's on his case pretty good.
Yeah, he really is. To the chest, into the midsection, driving Hacksaw Jim Duggan to the bottom rope. And the thousands upon thousands of fans jammed to the Joe Louis Arena with a chant of USA to try to give the U.S. champ a second win. And now Stunning Steve is unloading, and those are heavy blows of his own on to the U.S. champ, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
You got to keep Duggan down. You have to. You got to cut off his wind, cut off his air.
And there's where he is. He's down. We got to cover now. Only a 1 count.
Kick him right in his Happy Meal. Keep him down.
His Happy Meal.
Well, you don't think he dines at 4-star restaurants, do you?
Well, he might.
Yeah, if they let him go in the back door and eat in the kitchen, they don't let him out with the public. First of all, you have to be able to read a menu. He likes to point to pictures of food.
1, 2, and a 2 count. Stunning Steve 1 count away from regaining the U.S. title here in the Motor City. Joe Louis Arena downtown. Halloween Havoc. on top now. No, sir. He wasted a lot of time.
A lot of time.
And here comes Duggan.
All he needs is a little breathing room.
Determination plus. The man who represents the working class of America, who will not give up, who works hard in what they do, going after the man from Hollywood, California.
But most of the working class in America is unemployed or on welfare.
No, it's not true. Don't believe him, fans. Into the ropes. Up and down. Hacksaw now. He may be going for his three-point stance. He may be going to end it right now. This is it. Can he connect? He cannot. He goes over the top. And we got a disqualification.
He dove over. He jumped
was
over.
thrown over the top. Let's go to Gary Capetta. He's getting the word now from Nick Patrick. Go ahead, Gary. You can hear us. Duggan will hold on to the title.
Over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stunning Steve Austin has been disqualified for an over-the-top rope. The winner and still United States Heavyweight Champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
It's 2x4 time in Detroit. And Stunning Steve almost got decapitated there.
Just like Al Kaline, another swing, another miss. He didn't get him. He'll get another chance, believe me. He'll get another shot.
Yeah, if Duggan would have connected without the three-point stance, it'd have been over anyway. Your winner, U.S. champ Hacksaw Jim Duggan. All right, let's go right now to meet Gene Okerlund. Gene?
All right, I thank you very much, Tony Schiavone. Halloween Havoc here live from Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. I want to remind you fans out there, you can call the hotline right now, the likes of a Stunning Steve Austin. He is going to be explaining to Mike today and Chris Cruz what happened in this match against Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It's your exclusive backstage pass, so give us a call on the hotline right now on this historic evening at 1-900-909-9900. It's $1.49 for the first minute and 99 cents for every minute thereafter. Coming up on the hotline, Steve Austin, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Jimmy Hart, and of course the WCW heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan, all on the hotline. Right now, as Hacksaw heads to the locker room, I would like to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, truly one of the great superstars at World Championship Wrestling. Here comes Sting! Listen to them blow the roof off the house here tonight, Sting. You are here for one explicit reason.
You got that right, Mean Gene. I am going to park myself ringside here so I can get a bird's eye view on the man, whoever that might be, that is going to lead wrestling right on in to the 90s. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he is going to be seated alongside of Muhammad Ali and the other celebrities and dignitaries that are here at Halloween Havoc in Detroit. They are hanging from the rafters here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, let's get back to Tony Schiavone and Bobby Heenan, the Brain.
Turn around here, Brain. Talking about you. And we are not too far away as we now creep closer and closer to Hogan and Flair in the cage. Careers on the line, and the electricity, the tension is building here at the Joe Louis Arena. One of the matches, of course, tonight, the battle of the super heavyweights. The Guardian Angel to face the man at 452 pounds, the man who won the triangle match. We're talking about Vader, the man who is the #1 contender and will be the #1 contender to the winner of tonight's match between Flair and Hogan. A lot of bad blood between the Guardian Angel and Vader. Let's take you back, first of all, to Bash of the Beach, when this all happened on pay-per-view.
He shouldered Vader. Hey, Race just handed him. Whoa! What the hell is that?
That's a nightstick. That's one of those. those telescopic nightsticks. Vader's got it.
Now the Angel's got it.
The Angel's got the nightstick. Is he going to hit him with it? Harley Race has the referee. He's not going to hit him with it. He's a guardian angel. He's not going to hit him with it.
There's the bell.
He didn't even hit him with it.
From the bash at the beach, then on to fall brawl. Race gets involved in the triangle match.
Down a little bit, and he clotheslined the referee.
He got him in his finishing maneuver. The Angel's got him in his finishing maneuver.
Harley Race headbutts the guardian angel.
Now, he didn't hit the referee on purpose. That was an accident.
What do you mean?
That was, he just got in the way.
I think this was a setup. He clotheslined the referee. They should disqualify. And Harley Race has headbutted the Angel.
And recently on WCW Saturday Night, Vader and Harley Race injure the Guardian Angel again.
Watch out. 450 pounds behind you.
Oh, he got him good.
Oh, he blasted him that time.
Talk about being rear-ended. Talk about whiplash.
He went down like he was shot. And now Race is going to climb back in. Oh, no. Elbow to the gut. We've got 2 men. Oh, he hit the referee.
Uh-oh, he's going to be fined for that.
Yeah, they ought to take a lot of money out of his pocketbook. He nailed Nick Patrick, who's down.
Oh, I know what they're doing. They're going to do a number. They're going to do a number to no donut breath.
Oh, he drives a knee to the forehead. We need some. Randy Anderson's out.
Well, he started it all. He started putting his hands on Harley Race. He thought he could push around Vader. Now he's got to pay. Now he's got to lay there before millions and millions of people all over the world and pay for it.
He's got Randy Anderson's in and out, and Vader's going up top one more time.
He's going to moonsault him.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
The actions by Vader and Race caused the Guardian Angel to snap recently on WCW Saturday Night.
He's got his handcuffs.
But he's just come from taking a shower, changing clothes. Now I told you he's nuts. He's gonna go get a nightstick now. Now he's got a chair.
He's got a chair. He's gonna hit Harley Race with the chair. WCW Director of Security.
What a hypocrite. Here's a man that talks about law and order, and he won't respect Doug Dellinger.
You know better than that.
Yeah, you know the rules, too. You want to get suspended, you go ahead.
Hey, man, what happens, happens. We all got to live with it.
He's lost it.
Whatever happens, happens.
Look at his eyes. He's lost it.
Whatever happens, happens.
Wrestling fans, the following contest here at Halloween Havoc, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Cobb County, Georgia, weighing 337 pounds, the man who stands for law and order, the Guardian Angel.
300 plus pounds in the ring, surrounded by members of the Guardian Angels from all over the United States.
Does he really think that little Boy Scout pack is going to help him with Vader? Come on.
The Guardian Angels are out with one of their leaders as we go back to Gary Capella.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent to be accompanied by former heavyweight champion Harley Race. He's from the Rocky Mountains. He weighs 450 pounds. Vader!
Well, the battle of the super heavyweights. Vader and Harley Race. What does Vader have in his hand?
I think it's a tire.
Whatever he wants in his hand.
Look at the size of that man. And he couldn't have a better man in his corner. 7-time world champion Harley Race. That man is the #1 contender.
Yeah, baby.
Sting beside of Muhammad Ali.
I don't like the idea of Sting at ringside. That bugged me a minute ago. That's why I kept turning around. I don't like the idea of Sting sitting ringside. I just don't.
Oh, but you like the idea of a masked man being maybe around here somewhere. You like the idea of them trying to pay off Mr. T, the referee. You like all that.
Who said Mr. T was paid off? Whoever said it's your propaganda, you and Gordon Solie, Gene Okerlund, you start all that vicious rumors. Who's the man?
Vader.
You the man!
Right in front of the greatest Muhammad Ali as we are set to go.
Goes right after Harley Race.
Yeah, why not? I mean, we saw the footage. We saw exactly what Harley Race did. And that's exactly what should happen to him.
For nothing. Here.
For nothing. I'm sorry, what were you doing when we showed the footage of Fall Brawl? It was Harley Race who caused the Guardian Angel to lose.
I saw Harley Race handcuffed to a ring post, and that man there, the Guardian Angel, picked up a chair and was going to part his hair with it. If it wasn't for security, man, Doug Dillinger, that would have happened. Now he's got the ring surrounded with Guardian Angels. He goes immediately after Harley Race. That's not right. That's not fair.
The ring is not surrounded with Guardian Angels. They've gone out of the way.
There's someplace.
Of course they are. They're watching the match.
Oh, quit making excuses. You're fired. Get out of here. I'll do this myself.
Oh, you'd like that, huh?
No, because they probably put Okerlund with me.
Back to the corner now, and a slap to the face. It didn't hurt him. He didn't want it to. He wanted to try to humiliate Vader. Look at this. How many people can slap a 452-pound man?
Well, it shows you he's lost it. Why would anybody do that? The only time you slap Vader is on the back to wish him well. You don't slap him in the mouth.
Well, let's see. Well, there's a palm of the hand right to the bridge of the nose. Uh-oh. Guardian Angel doesn't want to be here. Side of the head. Vader doing what he does best. Like a big grizzly bear. Gets in the corner and mauls you.
Boy, he does. He just mauls you. And who's ever left, whether it will be Flair or Hogan, is eventually going to have to meet this man someplace down the road.
Standing clothesline, Vader holding the Angel up, not wanting him to drop down. You know, we showed you a little video package of some of the things that's gone down between the Guardian Angel and Vader, at least since July, but it really started back in February, your first WCW pay-per-view event, Brain. It was Flair and Vader for the world title, and if you'll recall, the man who stands for Law and Order was the special referee. And that's when it all started between the two.
And since then, he's used nightsticks, handcuffs, anything he could get his hands on. Yeah, there's a Law and Order man, all right.
Yeah, that's right, taking care of everyone.
What did Harley Race? I can't understand this.
What? What can't you understand? Right cross and a pickup and a slam.
Harley Race is not the wrestler. He's the manager. Referee, do something.
Remind him of that. The Guardian Angel is broken bad. Here at Halloween Havoc.
He just lost it. He don't care anymore about Law and Order.
He's going to pick him up. And he put him on Harley Race. And the fans love it.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. There's nobody home there. That phone don't ring. He's nuts.
We don't have to worry about Harley Race the rest of the evening, I don't believe.
I don't believe.
Once again, the Guardian Angel, I don't believe, is looking for a win here. He is looking for revenge, for humiliation on this 452-pound man. And he's getting a good measure of it here in the opening part of this bout.
Oh, it's like two Amtraks colliding.
And they are going at it. Pick up, maybe. No, sir, he blocked it.
What does it take to pick a 452-pound man up and suplex him?
And a Steve the Bigfoot. Vader will not go down. Whoa! Look at this!
Knocked the goatee right off his mouth.
Right jabs to the jaw and a left forearm. This is a hard-hitting, like we said, Brain, super heavyweight match.
This Vader is so tough. He's so domineering. I mean, he does aerial moves. He wrestles on the mat. He'll stand toe-to-toe with you. I mean, he'll risk his own body. This man is just, look at this.
Oh, he got it! The fans are loving this one. This is a big-time wrestling match. A headbutt. And a cup, 1, 2. Vader barely got up in 2. Guardian Angel thought he had it, and Sting looks on.
What is he doing there?
Watching the matches, Brain. Look at the agility now, the Guardian Angel. With Vader. Oh, he's so tough to bring down. Palm of the hand to the head. Vader goes out.
But he's on his feet. He's still standing.
You're right.
I don't believe Muhammad Ali, Thomas Hearns, and the great Joe Louis could have knocked this man down. He is just one tough customer.
Headbutt. Vader moving slow now. He has really taken some punishment.
Oh, he got him good.
He hurt his arm too.
He might have tore a bicep.
You may be right, Brain.
Of course I may be right.
Race is back up. Guardian Angel, we're talking about Vader's arm that time, but the Guardian Angel went down hard. And he's not moving here.
No, he's out.
He may be out.
He's out like a light.
Hey! What you doing, bud?
Doing nothing.
The referee is making sure, as the Angel tries to get back into this one, making sure that Harley Race keeps his distance in this matchup.
Boy, Vader don't know if he's in Marietta or Haiti.
Pick up with ease.
He's out. He's lunch meat. That man is spam.
Up on the middle turnbuckle, Vader. Vader going for the big Vader bomb. He got him.
Bye-bye, donut breath.
And he covers him. 1, 2, no! He got up in 2.
I don't believe that.
Well, believe it. He's going up again. Same move, same spot. Different result, though, as the knees.
But it's going to take more than that to beat Vader.
You're right. Oh, wow. These two big guys are giving it their all here, Brain. At Halloween Havoc. He picked him up. Oh, my goodness, a sidewalk slam. 2.
But he didn't get him.
Oh, my goodness.
He didn't get him.
What will it take to keep Vader down?
You're going to have to call Schwarzkopf out and have him run over in one of those Hummers. I don't even think that'll work.
Going for a spike slam. He got him. He had him and he spike slam.
What is he? You see, he lost it. The man's not. His mind is gone. He's after Race again. He thought Harley was going to jump in the ring and do something.
You're right. He had his move. He had his move, and he went after Harley Race. So much animosity. Oh, Vader with a splash. 1, 2,
Hey, damn! Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match is Vader!
Well, the Guardian Angel cost himself that win that time, Brain.
See, you got to think. You got to be like Ric Flair. You got to be on top of the situation. He wasn't. He was worried about wrestling Harley Race. He was wrestling that man. The Guardian Angel was wrestling that big human being, Vader. And that's where he should have concentrated on. And he didn't. And you lost. Tough. Look at this. Caught him in midair and slammed the 400-pound man. But see, there's no reason to go after Harley Race. That's what cost him the match. Vader took advantage of a situation that the Guardian Angel caused. So sorry, dummy.
The winner of the match is Vader, right in front of Sting and the greatest Muhammad Ali, as we go to Mean Gene Okerlund.
That's Shasha, I know it is.
All right, thank you very much, Tony. I do want to remind you one more time of the hotline. All of the great superstars are back as we lead up to tonight's main event between Hogan and Flair. Careers on the line. Also on the line right now is the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. So give us a call, and you can talk live to Jimmy Hart on the WCW hotline at 1-900-909-9900. Kids, get your parents' permission. Ladies and gentlemen, here in the Motor City, please welcome to Halloween Havoc, boxing great Thomas the Hitman Hearns. A hometown welcome for Tom the Hitman Hearns, Thomas Hearns. You know, you take a look at this big one tonight between Hogan and Flair. I liken it to some of the great battles down through the years between yourself and Sugar Ray Leonard.
Well, you know what? This does remind me of the Sugar Ray Leonard Thomas Hearns fight. And this is going to be a big fight. I'm looking forward to seeing the winner of this fight.
You do know that Hitman, the loser, goes south. I mean, all the way. This guy is out of the business altogether. He is put on the shelf, so to speak, and that seems to me to be pretty final.
I think it's something that you have to be concerned about. I think that Ric Flair, as well as Hulk Hogan, it's going through their mind right about now. It's something that's definitely bothering them back there in the dressing room. There's nothing else for them to think about but winning. Win, win, win.
All right, well, that's the way you've thought your entire life. And Thomas, the Hitman Hearns, here in the Motor City, your hometown, it is great to have you aboard. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Tommy Hearns. Tony, Bobby, let's get back to you guys.
We're getting ready to go with another big tag team match. It's going to be a brutal, hard-hitting tag team match. The Nasty Boys against Colonel Parker's crew of Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck. And who will ever forget, it didn't really happen on our pay-per-view telecast, but it happened after our pay-per-view telecast. We had talked so much about Ming and how he could destroy people, and he really did in the dressing room, Bray.
Oh, of course, but they had it coming. And Ming is in the building. And if they want to get their Nasty Boys butts kicked again, it could happen. All Colonel Parker has to do is sick Ming on him. Nasty Boys, you better behave.
Let's take a look at what happened. Loosen up the collar and you can talk.
Who, me?
Here's what happened.
The Dream and the Natural and the Nasty Boys at the War Games against Parker and his men, brother. If you want to seal the deal, let me have the scrap ball dang, baby.
That seems pretty nasty to me.
It's nasty time! Get the War Games, boys. Got it. More gas.
The pact was made for War Games, but it was what happened after the event that the Nasty Boys will never forget. The Nasty Boys retaliated on a recent edition of WCW Saturday Night.
And the Nasty Boys are throwing themselves in it. We got a fight on Saturday night.
Ming better do something. Colonel, you better do something.
Now Colonel Parker's telling Ming to stay back now. Down goes Terry Funk. Bunkhouse Buck. Elbow. The Nasty Boys won't forget more Raw.
Well, they're having it right now. This is totally out of control. There may not be enough left of anybody for Halloween Havoc after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest on Halloween Havoc Tag Team Action. It is set for one fall. Introducing first, to be accompanied by the greatest promoter on the face of the earth, Colonel Robert Parker, along with Ming, from the Double Cross branch of Amarillo, Texas, Terry Funk. His tag team partner from Bucksnort, Tennessee, 261 pounds, Bunkhouse Buck.
Colonel Parker's stud stable, or as Mean Gene Okerlund says, the shock troops of Colonel Rob Parker. Already a not too successful night for Colonel Parker, thanks to the natural Dustin Rhodes. But now a tag team war, and we've seen some wars already here at Halloween Havoc. Of course, the biggest one in the cage still to come.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents from the streets of New York City, Sags, Knobs, the Nasty Boys.
Well, one's got a jack-o'-lantern.
No, he don't.
Yeah, that's it.
No, he don't. And it's a likeness of himself.
Oh.
And what's the other goofball guy?
Got a couple of masks there. Well, it's Halloween. Time for trick or treat. As we begin this Halloween week, I got the jack-o'-lantern. The Nasty Boys jack-o'-lantern stays in the corner.
Those masks to me look like they were Beavis and Butthead.
That may have been it.
Well, Bunkhouse Buck and Terry Funk are in there with Butthead and Butthead as far as I'm concerned.
Into the ropes. The Nasty Boys. Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck going at it. Oh, we got a heap of the stud stable. They're fighting each other. Look at that.
Oh, wait a minute. Terry, that's Bunkhouse Buck.
Colonel Parker's got to settle him down here.
They've come to fight. They are ready.
Come on, Terry, your match is up here now.
Direct him, Colonel. Focus him. Notice the Nasties got their colors on. They got the orange and black for Halloween.
They sure do.
Well, they're a couple trick-or-treaters, all right.
The former World Tag Team Champions who want to get back in the title hunt. However, they first had to be concerned with the grudges and the wars they've created.
And look at that face. What that man has been through. The fights, the battles.
What about you?
World Championship man as hell. I mean, Terry Funk is the consummate wrestler. He is what wrestling's all about. He is that tough a man.
One of the toughest ever, you're right. Former World Heavyweight Champion.
So was his brother, Dory Funk Jr.
Dory Funk Jr. Still one of the most feared men in the sport. And there's a man who is just about as nutty as they come.
Oh, yeah. I wish Beavis and Butthead were here.
Oh, you do? What do you think they'd be saying?
Nasty suck. What do you think? They usually say.
Why did I ask that question? Right hand. Side of the head. And, oh, down on the floor. Just like we predicted here, Brain, this is a fight.
Watch. Terry Funk will take a shot at Muhammad Ali. He'll go knock him out.
He's got a chair, and that's not too safe to be at ringside when Terry Funk's got a chair.
It's not safe to be any place where Terry Funk is. I hope you're prepared, Nasties, to be nasty, because believe me, Bunkhouse Bunk and Terry Funk have not come in that ring to put a toe hold on you or an arm lock or a headlock. They've come in there to kick your teeth out.
Jam-packed Joe Louis Arena.
One more match.
And then the big one. And waiting now For fans watching this tag team war we have going on, here we go, an exchange for the nasty boys. One of the reasons they became World Tag Team Champions in the quick amount of time they did was because of their teamwork. They trust each other. That didn't look good, and I'm sure it didn't feel good. It's pit stop time.
Wow.
You son of a bitch! Damn you!
Well, that certainly won't do anything to physically hurt you, but it'll linger with you the rest of the match.
It'll stay in your lungs for about 8 years. It's like having black lung, you know, like coal miners. Just 10 seconds at one of those armpits is a lifetime.
Double team in the wrong corner for Jerry Sags, but he's fighting out of it. Head first to the corner, and now Brian Knobbs. No, Terry Funk walked away. Bunkhouse Buck walks into their foot, and we got to fight again.
Yep, like I said, you're not going to see any wrestling here.
Here's the teamwork from the Nasty Boys now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was 12 punches thrown right there in a matter of 3 or 4 seconds.
In the corner. Pinned them both in the corner.
And there's still that big 50-pound pumpkin in the ring. And I don't mean Knobbs or Sags, I mean the pumpkin. Time to rearrange the furniture.
Well, he's just making sure the chair is sturdy enough in his own way. And you think Dave Sullivan's got right, huh?
Terry, you're gonna knock yourself out. Is that man tough? Is that one tough son of a gun?
Watch out, he's going in the stands. We're gonna get Doug Dillinger over there.
He don't know where he is. He don't know if he's in Amarillo, he's in Armadillo, he's in Houston, if he's in Dallas, he don't know. Parker, get him under control. Take a deep breath. You're in Detroit.
The chant of nasty. And I'm not so sure the repeated chair on the head scene there is hurt him, or maybe it helped him a little bit.
Well, Tony, whack yourself between the eyes with a chair 10 times to see how you feel.
Well, I'm not Terry Funk. That's different.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll do it for you.
I mind.
Just trying to help.
Thank you.
Well mentioned.
Neutral position now once again. They're back to the near side.
Boy, the butterflies in Hogan's stomach right now got to be the size of condors.
Oh, yeah. It's 0 hour. Terry Funk's on the top. He wants to pull the man over with him. But no. Sags chopped him down. We got a fight going on.
Oh, it's time to be a nuisance. Hang him high, Bunkhouse. Hang him high.
To the chest.
Listen to that. Well, that'll stop you, Seiko.
Fans at ringside encouraging Jerry Sags on, but he's being taken care of now here by the stud stable. Colonel Parker's got him some tough men.
Oh, does he ever?
Ducking low. Both men taken down.
If he makes that tag and that fresh Knobbs comes in, you're going to see bodies flying. Uh-oh.
That's it. Knobbs is in. He's the fresh man. And who's the legal man here?
It doesn't matter anymore, does it?
No, I guess you're right.
I mean, who gives a... It don't matter.
The clothesline. Tripped him up.
Good.
Face first goes Brian Knobbs.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's putting something in the glove.
Oh, it's to protect his hand, no doubt.
Yeah, of course it is. Before it nails him on the head.
Don't you think the Nasties would do it if they could?
And the referee has seen it. The referee knows what's going on. Wait a minute, Ming's up.
Oh, no!
and gentlemen, the winners of the match, Sags, Knobs, the Nasty Boys.
Oh, the referee was warning.
That's nasty, baby. As nasty as we want to be.
Well, he was warning Bunkhouse Buck about the use of a foreign object. Lo and behold, here comes Ming, hits the wrong man.
Well, that can happen, but then the PP the man. That's pile driving him on the pumpkin. I've never seen that before.
Want to take a look at it again, Bray?
Look at this, Ming's on the apron. He is aiming right for Knobs, but he hits Terry Funk. Terry Funk staggers. He goes down, and look at that. Sags pile drives him on a pumpkin. Well, I want to have them in my buffet. Cannot believe it. Only here at WCW.
And only at Halloween Havoc. Well, fans, we have had some great matchups so far here at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, and only one remains, and that is the showdown of showdowns, the biggest match. And you and I both know that Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair have had big matches on pay-per-view television, but none bigger than the one you're about to see. However, before we go there, fans, as you know and as we've said before, a portion of the proceeds of this big event and a capacity crowd on hand went to the Muhammad Ali Future Foundation, and that is a foundation that helps troubled youths all across the country. It's a foundation founded by, of course, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. We're very honored and proud to have the greatest here with us, and right now we're just about ready for a presentation in the ring to the greatest Muhammad Ali. And I tell you what, Braid, say what you want to, it's been a great night for all of us so far.
Well, you know, if it stops right now, and there would be no Hogan-Flair match, in my opinion, this was still the greatest pay-per-view I've ever seen. But not only that, let's knock off the BS right now.
All right.
You tell me, pick me a winner.
I will pick you a winner after we go to the ring for this special presentation at Halloween Havoc.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, prior to the main event, I want to make some introductions on this historic evening here at Joe Louis Arena. First of all, let me introduce to you the president of World Championship Wrestling in town for this spectacular, Mr. Bill Shaw. Bill, great to have you aboard.
Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here. And what a momentous occasion to have the greatest wrestler of all time, the greatest boxer of all time, meet the best organization in the world, WCW. And I'd like to present to you Muhammad Ali Future Foundation, a check from Turner Broadcasting and WCW. Muhammad, you're the greatest.
Ladies and gentlemen, Muhammad Ali. I would also like to introduce the young man who's put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into Halloween Havoc. He is a native of your great city of Detroit. How about a big hometown welcome for the gentleman that brought Halloween Havoc and World Championship Wrestling to the Motor City, Senior Vice President Eric Bischoff. Welcome home, Eric.
Thanks a lot, Gene. And at this point, I'd like to present to Mr. Ali, I'd like to read this plaque. In recognition to Muhammad Ali for all your achievements in sports, entertainment, and your ongoing support for the youth of America, with deep respect and gratitude, Turner Broadcasting Systems and World Championship Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali.
All right, so a great presentation thanks to Mr. Bill Shaw, Eric Bischoff, Gene Okerlund, and of course, the greatest Muhammad Ali. And you want a prediction from me for Hogan and Flair?
Yeah, now I know you like Hogan.
Well, I like Flair too. I've known Flair for a long time.
Just everything aside.
And I've followed his career.
Okay, you probably followed his career.
Each and every time that we think Hulkamania is ending, it's come to an end road, it is dying or has died, something happens to prove us wrong.
That's correct.
And I don't think tonight's going to be any different. I think Hulk Hogan will prevail and will lead WCW on into the 90s.
But every time that you thought that Ric Flair couldn't get the job done again, 11 times the man became champion of the world. Muhammad Ali never became champion of the world 11 times. Neither did Hitman Thomas Hearns. Only one man in sports. The Yankees haven't even become champion 11 times. One man by himself, damn it. Ric Flair became world champion 11 times. And by God, he's going to do it tonight for the 12th time. Hogan, take a hike.
One man's career is about to come to an end. Here we go on Halloween Havoc. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we await the arrival of the Nature Boy Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, Michael Buffer is in the ring, and this is what everybody has been waiting for, Bobby Heenan. Hulk Hogan and the Nature Boy Ric Flair. There is Mr. T, the special referee, making his way to the ring. There's been a lot of speculation. He had a Detroit Tiger hat on and a Red Wing jacket. A lot of speculation as to whose back pocket he was in. It's my personal feeling he's in no one's back pocket. He is going to call it straight down the middle. Don't you believe so?
No.
You like to have someone in your back pocket.
No, because he wrestled one time with Hulk Hogan.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not concerning myself now with Mr. T. This is history, ladies and gentlemen. And thank God we are a part of it.
ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring at this time, in the unaccustomed role of a challenger, wearing black and silver, red underneath, at an official weight of 234 3/4 pounds. He is without a doubt one of the most well-known stars in the history of professional wrestling, having captured practically every title there is in his legendary career. And tonight, as he is escorted to the ring by the infamous Sherry, that career is on the line. From Charlotte, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 11th-time heavyweight champion of the world, who won the only Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Give it up to him. Let's hear it for him.
Well, I agree. Let's hear it for the man who's had one of the greatest careers of all time. It could come to an end here tonight.
I don't know. This is a match everybody wanted to see, but I don't think anybody wants to see this.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring at this time, in the company of his manager, Jimmy Hart. He comes in wearing the yellow and red, his traditional colors, and weighs 268 and 100 pounds. His hometown, Venice Beach, California. He is known also the world over as one of the greatest superstars of the sport, having defeated virtually every opponent on the planet. He is the darling of the fans. He is the king of Hulkmania. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan.
Jimmy Hart, the mouth of the South. Brother Brudai out with him. As the heavyweight champion of the world is in the ring.
You may be seeing him rip off his shirt for the last time. I certainly hope so.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tony.
In the ring at this time, ladies and gentlemen, a man who
a man who is no stranger to the ring. Tonight he steps from his starring roles in television and motion pictures as he is assigned a special referee. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Mr. T. And now, ladies and gentlemen, they are in the ring at this time. The two greatest superstars in professional wrestling. They are about to put it all on the line. Tonight, in front of the entire world, as millions are watching on television around the world. Tonight, in front of the greatest athlete of the 20th century, Muhammad Ali. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, before this fantastic sellout crowd in Detroit, Michigan, it's superstar versus superstar. It's career versus career. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
And the cage that will enclose the two men. The final battleground, the two greatest superstars ever, Hulk Hogan and the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. It was in Kansas City, Missouri, on September 17th, 1981, that the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, defeated the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, to win his first world title. 10 titles later, Flair, 11-time champion, will face the man who in Madison Square Garden defeated the Iron Sheik 2 years later to win his first world heavyweight title. That, of course, Hulk Hogan. And as the cage lowers over both men and it's secured in place by our ring crew, any final thoughts here, Brain?
No, you just wait for the bell now. There's no thinking, there's nothing you can say, there's nothing you can do. It's just who's the luckiest, who's going to be the dirtiest, who's got more tricks up their sleeve, and who wants it the worst. That's what it boils down to.
That's right. Say what you want to. Everyone has his favorite. Everyone has an opinion on who he thinks will win the match. But it was World Championship Wrestling that finally brought these two together to sell it all the final time for pay-per-view.
Good luck to you, my man. Good luck to you. It can't be disqualification. It can't be a count-out. It's submission or a pinfall. You're going to see a winner. Don't go to your fridges and woof on a sandwich. Don't leave the room. Stay focused. History will be made within the hour.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, and Hulk Hogan. Here we go. It's a fight like we expected. And immediately Mr. T wants to make sure that he's in charge. Remember, there is no disqualification. Anything goes in the cage. Hogan and Flair. Flair blocked it. And he's going for the big man who goes for him.
Almost threw him out of the cage.
Clothesline. And again. Hogan takes the do-rag and stuffs it down Flair's face. T throws it out.
It looks to me like Hogan wants to get this over early.
Yeah, he's hammering away. Look at this, stomping.
Well, Tony, it's not just another match. Your life's at stake here. Everything Ric Flair's worked for. Hulk Hogan came in the back door of professional wrestling.
Oh, look at this.
He didn't deserve to be here.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. He's here because of the humanoid fans. He's here because he does this for children and the sick and the elderly and everybody that backs him.
And what's wrong with that?
I don't. It makes me sick. Flair does it because he's a competitor. Flair does it because he is Ric Flair.
Hogan blocked it. Flair trying to push the head into the steel cage. Flair goes in. Ric Flair went headfirst to the the steal. The first man. Hogan rakes the back. Here we go again.
Stay with him. Stay on him. You got it, baby. Come on, Hogan.
Shut up, you little sport. I'd like to get my hands on him.
Sherry looking from the outside. One of the things the cage was designed to do by Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel when he made the match, when he got Flair reinstated after the suspension back on August 29th, or August 27th actually, there's Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel. One of the reasons he put it in the cage was to make sure that finally there would be no question, and Flair goes for the leg to keep everybody outside. The masked man has been around, and certainly he's lurking somewhere here, I would think.
Rick, you are the Rolls Royce of wrestlers.
Yes, he is.
You're a five-star restaurant of wrestlers.
Yes, he is.
You're tailor-made. You're the man. Don't let that piece of garbage and those yellow tights and those yellow boots dictate anything. You do what you have to do to that man. You tear that leg out. You win that title for the 12th time. But more important than that, even if you've got to knock Mr. T in the next week, you stay in this sport. You stay #1 at WCW and in professional wrestling, because you deserve it. You've earned it.
Flair going to that damaged knee. The one that he originally had damaged thanks to the masked man on August 24th. The hitman, Thomas Hearns, a champion in his own right, watching on. And a knee that was re-injured as Hogan gets hard in the cage.
Hogan's getting closer now to taking a walk, isn't he?
The greatest Muhammad Ali watches on. And of course, the Stingers at ringside as well. Snapmare takeover.
Flair's dropped that knee pad.
To the top of the head.
The other right on top of that Brunswick.
Many people, you may notice, as Flair was walking to the ring, held up the four fingers. That is the insignia or the sign for the legendary Four Horsemen that in 1986 was brought to the forefront by the Nature Boy Ric Flair, along with Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson, and Tully Blanchard.
And when Hogan walked to the ring, I held up one.
Easy. Down goes Flair.
I know Hogan, believe me, I've known this man since 1979. And when these people start cheering, that's when Hulkamania starts going wild. That's what keeps him alive. Ric Flair, believe me, wrestle your match. Make him wrestle your match.
A pickup.
Oh, I know what he's going to do. He's going to run him.
Yes, he is. Like a battering ram. Flair goes down hard. Speared him, and Hogan choking away. Anything goes in the cage, but Mr. T makes sure he's in charge. We got a lot of pushing and shoving, and Hogan took his eyes off Flair, and it cost him.
See, all T's in there for is just the count or to hear a submission. He can't disqualify anybody. He's just there to get in the way. I mean, this is a man's career on the line here. You understand the importance of this, Schiavone? You don't.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you're involved in his little league and stuff like that. You've never been in a cage.
You're nuts. A pickup.
Yeah, I'm nuts.
Flair with a vertical suplex on Hogan, but Flair is dazed as well. It was during the month of, wait a minute, we may get a cover here, and I'll finish this one. 1, 2, Hogan got out, and actually 1 count that time. It was during the month of October, 19 years ago, that Nature Boy Ric Flair was in a plane crash that broke his back in 3 places. October 4th of '75. They said he would never wrestle again.
Along with Johnny Valentine.
That's
who
right.
is still on a walker today.
That's right.
And what did he do?
He came back.
11 times he
11
came
times he came back.
And walked that aisle.
But he has met something more powerful than anything. He has met Hulkamania. And really, it is a force that fans get behind, that drives this gigantic man from Venice Beach, California, to new heights each and every time. Flair feeling very confident now. Hogan blocked it. Flair chopped though. Look at him. They're absorbing blows, and they're going back and forth. Well, where's Flair trying to go?
I don't know. I don't understand this.
Maybe it's a ploy to get Hogan up there with him. If it is, it works. They're both up top.
Well, if he gets out and they both get out, they'll just continue on the floor. There will be a winner. One man will be finished tonight forever.
Oh. Hogan. He's biting Flair on the forehead. I've never seen the hookster this way. Of
It
course,
shows you how bad he wants it.
that's right. Of course, the career's never been on the line.
Here, there's not much we can really say here. She's got to talk for itself.
Exactly.
There's nothing, Tony, we can really say. Push has now come to shove. A rock and a hard place. All those BS cliches. It's whoever is the luckiest will win this. And I think we are right now on our way for a stroll down memory lane.
Roll up!
Oh. Listen to this. Ooh. Not 10 out, he says.
The adrenaline is pumping.
Hulkamania is still alive.
Just like we talked about.
And like he says in his hands, there lies the power.
In the corner! Flair hits hard. Once again, the common denominator, so to speak, in this match, like we anticipated, was that the cage has been used primarily as a weapon.
Well, you'd have to. You'd have to. Look at this. It's like running that head of cabbage, like throwing a tomato through a screen door. But they don't care about their features. They don't care if they're missing an ear, if a nose is gone, if an eyelid's gone, or anything. Somebody has to survive, and that's what this is about.
Flair covered by Hogan!
No.
2 count. Let's bring in another point here. Mr. T, even though he has been a very dominant force in this match, is not a seasoned referee. Therefore, his 3 counts
He's a
may
mugger.
Well, wait a minute.
The street fighter.
His 3 counts may not be polished, and probably won't be. And it may be something that Flair and Hogan will have to adjust to.
See, Flair wants Hogan out there on the floor. That's what he wants.
Well, you know, in reality, you gotta win in the ring.
Oh, no.
Yeah. This is what it's all about.
You'll never see another match like this in your life.
Of course you won't.
This is the 2 greatest athletes in the world right now. Going at it, going at it.
Chops. Flair hits the rope again.
Flair's got to go to work on that knee. He's got to take that knee out. He's hearing the humanoids. Hulkamania is alive here in Detroit. Stop it, stop it, stop it. That's what Flair has to do.
Grabs a side headlock. Flair's got the knee. He got the knee. Oh, and he drove the knee down to his knee.
Oh, baby.
And that was a mistake, Brain. He was too close.
Are we going to school? Yes.
I believe so. I believe so. A look at Mr. T.
You better get in position, T, because you're going to hear that knee snap, crackle, and pop in a minute. What a match. If he slaps that figure 4 on, you know it as well as I, Schiavone. It's over. That knee's been injured twice.
And Hogan, the heart of Hulk Hogan, you know it well. I don't have to talk about it. Pulling himself to his feet.
I mean, let's face it. He's Hulk Hogan, all right.
Oh, yes, he is.
But he's still a man. He's a human being. He's blood, flesh, and bones. He can only take so much. Look at this. Flair's got a plan. He knows what he's doing.
Of course he does. That's why he agreed to put his career on the line to get Hogan in the ring before Halloween Havoc. He wanted to re-injure the knee. You're pushing the wrong man, Nature Boy.
Don't fight T. Fight Hogan. Forget T exists.
Exactly.
Go after that knee. destroy that man's career, destroy his life. I'll go on record right now and tell you, I hate Hulk Hogan, and I hope I never hear or see him again. Period.
The knee now unbandaged, at least for the most part. The Hulkster characteristically trying to scrap to his feet. But you're right, he's the man. His knee is just like every other man's. But his heart and his determination is what made him Hulk Hogan. Was made him, if you... Wait a minute! He's got it!
He's got it!
And the fans respond!
He's got it!
And he's got it in the center of the ring! And now,
he's asking him!
We'll see what Hulkamania is made of now!
Gary Michael Capella, ring that bell!
Wait a minute! It's T calling for the bell, not you, if he calls for it.
Look at Hogan. Count his shoulders, you dummy! Count his shoulders, damn it!
Sherry thinks it's over too, and it may be. There, he went one that time, and Hogan got up. Look at the drive at Hogan.
He's alive! He's like Frankenstein! He's alive!
Hogan is trying to turn the figure 4 around, and it did!
Goodness, no!
And Flair quickly got out of it, and that was a smart move by the Nature Boy.
Well, you're right about that, Schiavone. The last thing you want is to be beat with your own hold.
My God, what a battle.
20-some thousand seats, not one full. Everyone is standing.
And T was leveled by Hogan. T was leveled by Hulk Hogan, and he's down.
T is no longer a factor here. But for Flair to win this, he's got to have a referee. He's got to have T awake.
In fact, that's right, because T's only job is to call it.
Come on, count. Count. You can count to 3, can't you?
Oh, Hogan kicked out, and Flair landed on T again, and he stops T. And Sherry is climbing the cage.
They got a plan. They got a plan. Where's Jimmy Hart going?
Jimmy Hart's pulling Sherry down. Oh, my. Jimmy Hart.
Oh, right into the camera.
Oh, he's down too. And now there goes Sherry again. Trying to get the cage. Here comes Sting. Sting.
Well, I told you. I know I the idea of Sting being out there.
Look at the match. There's the match man. He came from underneath. He came from underneath the ring.
He had to be under there all day.
And he's beating Jimmy Hart and Sting with the...
He had to be under there all day, Schiavone.
He came from underneath the ring.
Look what Sherry's doing.
She's on top of the cage. She came off of the cage.
Nothing. The masked man's going in the cage with a lead pipe. Come on, please. Oh, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I mean, we're getting down to the bare facts here.
What are they doing to Mr. T? What for? That's a handcuff. Sherry is handcuffing Mr. What is going on here?
Well, it's not the first time she slapped a pair of cuffs on a guy.
The masked man.
Do it, Flair. Do it. Oh, into the post.
Into the steel pipe.
Hulkamania is dead. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Sherry is leaving. She's on her way home. It's over. Hulkamania is dead.
He ran him into the steel pipe. Fans are standing in disbelief that once again the masked man got involved.
Look at this. Imagine this. A masked man, a pipe, handcuffs, Sherry, Sting, Jimmy Hart. Look at this.
Vertical suplex. Vertical suplex.
He's on his feet.
He's getting to his feet again.
I do not believe this.
attacking Hogan. He ducks.
There's the 17 split right there in front of you. Up goes Flair. Up goes Sherry.
And down she goes. None too soon. Flair chopping. Hogan. And T still handcuffed. This has got to be the wildest match I've ever seen.
Me too.
And T's now back with us. He's regained his composure here after being stomped.
T's coming awake. I've seen it all.
Well, she wanted to be in the cage, and there she was.
That's right.
T.
If you whip the horse, you gotta go for the ride.
Absolutely. Now Sting, I understand, and Jimmy Hart were held back. So if they were nailed with that lead or metal pipe or whatever by the masked man.
Where is the masked man?
Well, he came in.
But
He's gone
he
too. He's gone too.
Jimmy Hart's gone. Sting's gone. Sherry's there. T's handcuffed. Flair's out of it. Hogan's alive. What in the hell is going on?
The Bigfoot to Sherry. Down she goes.
But look at this. Flair's still alive too. Flair hasn't passed off. Flair's still going after him.
Absolutely. Careers are on the line, Brain. It's these type of things that drive these two men, the two greatest ever in professional wrestling. The Bigfoot.
The leg, not the leg.
He's dragging Flair to T. He drops the leg.
No, please. Please. I'll be good. I'll never do that again. Please, God.
Two.
Oh, my God.
The winner.
Oh, no.
And still heavyweight champion of the world.
Hogan again beats all the odds. And if you think Hulkamania's not for real, then you're mistaken. You're wrong. It lives in Detroit again. He's the world champion. He finally, Doug Dillinger gets in to unlock the handcuffs. And Flair's career has come to an end.
What the hell can you say, Tony? Look, it didn't have to end like this. It should have never came anything like this.
And Muhammad Ali is there to present the champion his trophy. There it is.
Well, you people asked for it. You stood behind this man, Hulk Hogan. You wanted to see this. You got what you wanted. I hope the hell you're happy.
They are. They're standing and cheering in Detroit. Oh, yeah. And all animosity aside, Bobby the Brain Heenan, this is one of the greatest moments, if not the greatest moments, in the history of Hulkamania. When it was locked in a cage, when handcuffs were around, when a masked man came from underneath the ring. Hulkamania once again reached down and pulled out another miracle. And that's why this man is who he is. The Hulkster. Oh, yeah. In his moment of glory here. Can't hear you. Posing with the fans here. The Hulkster. In his moment of glory. In what was a physical, brutal cage match. Here at the Joe Louis Arena.
Tony, you know, it was like seeing Mary Burton fly. Like Dave Ford was like, I don't know. What can you say? What can you say?
And you're exactly right. Let's not forget the career of the greatest world champion, one of them ever known. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, who's made his way back to the dressing room. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, we got a masked man back. He's back again. The masked man is back again. got him!
Hogan knew he was coming.
Hulk Hogan's got the masked man, and I hope we find out who he is. I hope for once we find out who this man is. He's got the masked man who came out from underneath the ring, and he's gonna pull the mask off.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I bet you it's Arn Anderson. I bet you it's Arn Anderson.
Here it is.
Yes, Lord. Oh my.
It's Brother Brudai. Oh my God.
He has butchered a friendship. That man has butchered a friendship.
That's not all he's butchered, he's a backstabber. It's his close friend.
Oh, he thought it was his close friend. Oh no. Oh no.
Can you believe this, like brothers?
Can you believe this? Can you believe this?
Hogan is stunned. He cannot even. And there's Kevin Sullivan. And the building's starting to rumble. It's like an avalanche. Oh my God.
Oh, and look who's here. The big man.
And they're pounding Hogan. If that's his brother.
I don't want a brother like that.
Neither do I, for crying out loud.
Hulkamania may be over right now. Watch this, watch this. Oh. This man's got to be well over 500 pounds.
That's the man. That's Brother Brudai, for crying out loud.
Did it. That man's a butcher. That man butchered that friendship. He did something that should have been done a long time ago. He got tired of playing second fiddle to Hulk Hogan. He knew what Hulkamania was all about. It was about nothing. It stunk. Finish him off, big man. Avalanche him. Avalanche him.
All right, Mean Gene Okerlund has joined us here. Gene, have you ever seen anything like this? In his greatest moment of glory for Hulk Hogan, what happens?
Wait a minute, Tony, here comes Sting out of the ring. Back to this man in this melee tonight in front of this capacity crowd of the Motor City.
He's going upstairs.
Oh! Sting out of the dressing room to help the world champion Hulk Hogan.
What more can happen now? What more can happen now? Somebody call the police.
You know, here was a night that should have belonged to either Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair. Instead, this thing has been turned completely upside down as personality after personality has interjected itself into this one-on-one confrontation.
And don't think for 1 minute the pain that's going through Hogan's body right now. You don't think he's hurt, you don't think he's busted up, yes, but his heart is broken. His best friend turned on him. Well, if he was your best friend...
This guy is like a brother to him, Heenan.
Well, he's not a good brother. He's Brother Butcher, as far as I'm concerned. He was tired of having to take a back seat to Hulk Hogan. He did what had to be done. And I say to him, great, 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 thank you. You made my evening.
Well, there, Sting is helping the Hulkster out.
I'll tell you what, the physical pain is one thing, Tony, but the psychological scars. Listen to this crowd chant Hogan. The psychological scars.
Shake it off.
I cannot believe it.
Shake it off.
Brother Brudai. All of a sudden, we found out he was the masked man. And what a revelation, Tony Schiavone. I'm astounded. I'm shocked beyond disbelief.
And this big man, like an avalanche, coming out of the dressing room. Well, I do understand we are going to take a look at it one more time. Like we said, Hulk Hogan, who won the cage match in a wild fashion, attacked. And here's what happened earlier on, Brain.
I don't know what to say. First, Jimmy Hart grabbed Sherry, practically disrobed her. She took care of him, ran him into the camera.
Sting went up to get himself his hands on her to make sure she'd stay out of the action. But look at this. From under the ring, a masked man who had been under that ring the whole day. The whole day he had to be under the ring because he couldn't go come from any place. We'd have seen him.
I didn't see him.
I didn't either. There's Hogan.
Here's the moment right here.
Dropping the leg on Ric Flair. Waking up Mr. T for the 1, 2, 3. The career of Ric Flair is over. It's over.
All right, Heenan, try to compose yourself.
But then this was the most shocking. Take a look at the face of Hogan. He yanked the mask off, and then he turned around and looked.
Can you believe that? Now, here's a guy that has been alongside of Hulk Hogan for many years.
No, he's been behind Hogan. That's where Hogan kept him.
And there you see him taking the Hulkster out. Chuck Taché, the WCW trainer, Hulk Hogan, Sting. And like Heenan said, one of the greatest careers of all time has come to an end. The Nature Boy Ric Flair.
You know, Tony, as I look back on this night, that's the one thing that I'm going to regret, because we said it before the match. I'm going to say it now. Like him or not, I tremendously respect Ric Flair, and what a loss he is going to be to this great sport.
Yeah, he really is. And fans, we will have an update on exactly what happened, why this butcher of a brother turned on Hulk Hogan the way he did, and why this big avalanche of a man came in to attack Hulk Hogan. It was a tremendous night. Our thanks to everyone involved in World Championship Wrestling for Halloween Havoc.
Ric Flair.
Quit your crying, you big bull, baby. Look at you.
For all of
Ric
us.
Flair, thank you. Thank you for 20-some years of the greatest.
And I would agree. For all of us, for Mean Gene, for Bobby the Brain Heenan, I'm Tony Schiavone. Good night from the Motor City.